It's showtime.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. We get this camera set up here. Get this done up right here. Go to here, go to there, go to there. Paste that there. Let's throw that in the chat right there. Maybe buggy it up. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. It is finally Thursday. It's not Wednesday. It is Thursday. It took me about a week to get my day right. I don't know what that, but good morning. Got my coffee. I don't know about y'all, man, but it rained all day here yesterday. All day yesterday. Also, want to give a big shout out to everybody that's going to come in and watch this later on. Good morning. Have a great day. So what's everybody up to this morning? This morning, we got 2 people here watching. Awesome. Double J, he said, is it AM or PM? It's AM, buddy. Hey, morning, Terry B. Yeah, it rained here all day yesterday. Man, I couldn't believe it. I was like, ooh, I supposed to mow the yard yesterday, and I couldn't even do it. What's you up to, Terry? Been to the airport, dropped off Mama. You flying her out of the state or country to Mars? Or hope she has a safe and nice trip, man. Gonna get some grub. Well, you've been to the airport early this morning, ain't you? Yeah, hope she has a nice flight to Connecticut. She's gonna do any fishing while she's there? Probably not. But I hope she has a safe flight, gets there safely. You tell her don't forget to call you when she lands. No, you know she's there. My dog laying over there snoring. Let's see. I got to. She'll be there a week. Oh, she's going on vacation. Cool. I got mow yards today. It's not supposed to rain no more, so hopefully I can get over there. I want to do extra weed eating because there's a couple ditches there I won't be able to get down my mower, so weed eat them out. I'm still trying to get woke up myself, and I've been up since 3 o'clock. Got to get on a. Hey, Master, what's going on? Y'all need to check out tonight on Cat Claws channel, Adam Zimmerman's Cat Claws. Go to his channel tonight. He's supposed to do spin the wheel tonight to see whose channel we're going to be fishing on Saturday morning in the Cat Claws Cast for Kids tournament. He said he had been up since 3 2. Hey, Gator, what's going on? Good morning. Yep, Saturday morning, it'd be from my time, 8 Central, 8 to 12, I think is what it is, Central Time, 9 to 1 Eastern Time is that tournament Saturday morning. It's going to be a biggest fish and most weight. It's going to be 2 categories right there. Stand a chance to win both of them or one, somebody else win one. Said, hey, buddy, how's life treating you? Well, as of right now, pretty good, pretty good. Trying to finalize stuff, get stuff straightened out, and about to get things straightened out. Just got my seats back for the airboat going red fishing this weekend, hopefully. Oh man, hope you catch some big ones. Because you live down in gator country. You gonna do any gator hunting? Y'all's gator season might be over by now, though. Y'all get your coffee. Let's get woke up. See how things are going today for everybody. Get Terry B going. Up his mom off the airport. I stopped in and get somewhere and get something to eat. Yeah, we have a gator farm here. Look up. Catch you on the buds who wrestle him. Yeah, I don't care to wrestle an alligator. I'd mess up, put my arm out there, and he'd grab it, bite it off. Put the death roll on it, twist it from off. That'd be more painful. Just bite it clean off. How do you wrestle a gator? Just jump on his back and hold his mouth, or go kayaking with him? Man, not me, bud. I'd be in a 10-foot kayak or something like that. Look down there, and a 14-foot gator come up beside me, and they look at me like, oh crap. No, I wouldn't be able to handle that. But you see this big old fat boy be paddling that kayak across that water so fast, man. Going across the water, you see the tail in the kayak in the water. Had one bump me while bass fishing live. I got my coffee. Yeah, I'm going to be going. One of I think 20 guys or something like that is going to be going after this one of these two trophies. I'm going for most weight, and I think that plaque will look good hanging up on the wall right there. Or move that stuff and hang it right there. I think it'd be pretty cool. I just hope the carp will be biting because it's be cooler temperatures. But I'm pretty sure they will. They're more active than that warmer water, but with little cooler temperatures, they'll be a slow bite, but I will be catching some hopefully. But I've got to get the pole rigged up. I got this one here. It's not rigged up, but the Curtis rod, it's rigged up. And then I've got to rig up another one. Probably I'll rig up the old J Dog rod. Get it rigged up today. Get them loaded up and ready to rock and roll on the things. Here this weekend, give up my spot on the team for Cappy's father-in-law. Okay. I tell the reason why you didn't give it up. The reason why you give it up really is because it was cold. It's cold, man. You can have it. Oh, y'all going solo next Tuesday. It's 80 there. Ooh, you must have something coming up to keep you from fishing it then. You know how that is sometimes. Sometimes that happens. It's like I was fishing down on the Mississippi River, and it's amazing to me that I even got signal down there, and the signal quality wasn't that good. As far as the visual for the camera and stuff, and And I went back and watched it. I'm like, man, I couldn't believe it's like that. I mean, so it's not worth, can't see clear. It's not worth seeing at all, I guess. Morning, John. Small water chatas. I said, good morning, folks. I'm trying to get woke up myself still. I've been up since 3. Hey, there's Half Cent. What's going on, Half Century? Yeah, it's quiet in here this morning. Oh, but I got to go. Like I said, I got to mow yards. I got to mow a yard today. Uh, Hopefully I can get in there and mow it. Hopefully it ain't too wet. If it is, I'll have to wait on it. Uh, then Friday, I'm gonna be running around all day Friday trying to get things gathered up, rounded up, get my cart bait all rounded up too. Then I got to go down to Arkansas and I got to get my oldest granddaughter. She wants to fish with me Saturday in that tournament, so and she's looking forward to it. So hopefully we can get in there and get the job done and have fun in the process doing it. You ain't gonna want to miss it. I don't know whose channel will be on till tonight. It's at 9 o'clock my time, Central Time. Is when I'll find out on Cat Claw's channel whose channel I'm gonna be on. Either it's gonna be on Two Stands or Trophy Seeker Outdoors channel. It's gonna be on one of them. I'll be on one of them. And all I know is that from Saturday morning. Hey, morning, Uncle Lou. Yeah, when they said it was you catch any species, catfish, carp, whatever, I said, "Ooh, I'm in on that." Because you think about it, if you catch 10 carp, man, that's at 5 pounds a piece. That's 50 pounds. If you catch 20 at the 100, you can win it with most weight like that. Don was telling me last night, and they had a cat claws deal talking about it last night. And he's talking about it. Yeah, all it takes a 30 pounder to beat me. I said, yeah, and all I need is 40 carp at 5 pounds a piece, or 20 carp at 5 pounds a piece. And I said, glued up this morning. I'm sorry, no matter which one you're on. I know, man. I know. But it's gonna be fun. It's for a good cause. It's catching for kids. It's all donations and stuff. It's gonna go uh, to help kids with disabilities. So it's a good cause. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, my granddaughter, she's looking forward to it. She's wanting to catch some more carp. I told her it's gonna be cold there for a while. You better dress warm. We're gonna be fishing with 2 rods, and as long as she can handle it, I'm going to be her net man. So uh, I'll be her net man, and I'll bait throw back out for her, whatever, and let her throw out the stuff. Because it don't matter if I'm in live tournament or whatever. She needs to learn. She needs to learn how to throw them rods out, and she knows how to. But these bigger rods, she's not used to throwing them out. So, but she needs to learn. I figure if you go be in a kids tournament or something like that, there you should be able to run a real fish in, but you should be able to throw it out too. I mean, you're the one that's actually in the tournament. especially a little bitty kid, little bitty kid. They got a category for that age group, and they need all the help they can get because they're still learning. But I'm gonna be trying to get it down with 2 poles. The rest of them gonna be trying to get down with 3. So, because even if I had 3, the stipulation is that you've got to use the cat claws rod holder. I've got 2 of them. Even if I had 3, I wouldn't put 3 out right there for carp, because if y'all seen my videos or seen me live fishing from over there, you notice that sometimes them rods want to go down, and as you go pick it up, you start reeling on it, the other one to go down. So can you imagine 3 rods like that? You got 2 rods over bouncing and pulling, and you're fighting this one carp, and you're looking over, please don't pull off, please don't pull off. So 3 would be kind of tough. And I like carp fishing. I like the way they fight, they pull, they run this way, they run that way, they run that way, they run at you, they go back, and they got excellent eyesight. As soon as they see that net or see you standing there, pull, they take off again. They want to fight. And everybody knows that a carp has got a real soft mouth. If you don't hang them just right in the corner right there, uh, or deep enough in, and you pull that hook out, you deform that mouth, and it just messes them up. You don't want to do that. Had 4 trolling rods go down solo offshore. Awesome. I've never caught a carp. Hey, we caught one for you there. I caught one for you there on there one morning. J Dog and Curtis said, let's throw one out there and let call this for John. Nah, mayhem. Yeah, it is mayhem. I've been fishing on the river, had 3 rods out, and channel cat fishing. Had some good sized channel cats, and you see one rod start bouncing, the other one starts bouncing, this one will go down, you find it, next thing you know, the mother 2 go down. Half century with a big boom, 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 $49.99. Let's get this show going. Hey, half cent. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, they're fun to catch. I love to catch carp. Man, they carp are just the bomb. I mean, I love catfishing too, but the carp just seems to, man, them jumpers run all over the place. And if you go to pull it on too hard, you will pull the hook. So you got to finesse them a little bit. You got to let them take that bend, let them take that drag a little bit. And me, I love I love the fact of the fight. I love the fact I don't want to be sitting there and just doing that catfish like that. Just fast as I can get it in. I want to feel that. I want to feel that rod. I want to feel the hitting on that rod through my hands, and love that fight, man. Half century, you rock, buddy. Man, I said, let's get the show going. That's right. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Eric drops in the chat. He'll probably holler in the chat at y'all. I'll drop a link, get Eric up here. He'll be driving to work. Hopefully, he don't have to be in the warehouse today. But if he does, it's because he's trying to learn the position of everything in the warehouse. And he's trying to go for a career upgrade and in his position out there. So hope he gets it. Uncle Lou was supposed to went fishing the other day, but I heard his buddy was sick, so he didn't get a chance to go. So he stayed and worked on some rods, and so hopefully he'll get out there and get to go fishing. And I went that Monday, and I thought he was out fishing that day too, until I talked to J Dog. He said, "No," he told me, and I was like, "Wow," because I was gonna try to call Uncle Lou and say, "Hey, hey, catch anything? I caught an 8-pound channel and a flathead," but it went straight to voicemail. So I figured he was fishing, and told me his friend of his he's supposed to went with was sick, so feeling under the weather. So hopefully he gets better. So that's why I always channel catfish, because channel cats put up a good fight. And if you get a hold of a big channel cat, see, man, that's a good fight. He said, I did end up going solo, 4 eyes and 2 small perch. Seen you called, but no service in that hole. I figured something like you was either fishing or uh, doing something. 4 eyes, 4 walleyes and 2 small perch. You mean walleyes? Is that what you're saying? Walleyes? Man, they say our lake has got walleye, and they say you can only hey, there's a rat rod. Remember for 6 months. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Uh, oh, our lake up here, they say that there's walleye in that lake, but I have never seen nobody catch none out of it. They said you have to go out there through the wintertime and catch them. Sorry about delay. Had to knock out morning prayers. Can't forget Jesus and all. Amen, brother. Understand. And morning, Ernie Brown. Because trust me, I've tried to find people up there that's caught walleye, and ain't nobody ever caught no walleye on that lake. Like smallmouth, they say there's smallmouth in there. I ain't never seen nobody catch smallmouth out of there either. Uh, they say that the St. Francis River, as you go up north, up that river, up there, the water's a lot colder up there. They said that's where you probably catch them at, but I don't know. I've never been that far up that river. That's a long ways. He said, "Good morning, tater cakes." Not always true, Russ. At Chrissy, you got walleyes in 80 temp. Really? I thought they like that cold water. I didn't. So when he's up in Ohio at Sandusky up there and out in the bay catching walleyes, it was hot as crap. I don't know what the water temperature was, but man, it was hot up there that day. But they have a sign up there that says there's walleye and they got a length limit on it, and I think it's a length limit or amount. I've looked a lot of times. I looked at that sign, but next time I go up there, I'll look and see. I might have to get out there and that river channel that runs through there. It's a deep river channel that runs up and around. I might have to stay right in that river channel and drag some stuff through there to see if there's any in there. I never caught a walleye. Man, I still got some walleye in my deep freeze when I was up in Ohio. Done ate half of them. They were good. They do, but when it's cool, they spawn. Now, I did hear that. We don't have walleye or smallmouth down here. You ain't got no smallmouth down there and all them bass? Wow. How you feeling, Rat Rod? That's what I want to do, John. I want to catch a good sized peacock bass. I'd love to have one mounted and put on the wall. They were beautiful bass. Man, it's beautiful. He said, get him better. Awesome. If it weren't such a struggle up and down to get down there, I'd be there every evening picking up 3 to 5. I never caught a smallmouth here. I caught in Virginia last time was 30 years ago. Oh yeah, they're good eating. Man, that them walleye were good eating. I got some more in there. I got to get some stuff to cook them up. Oh, I imagine, and I can't spell apparently. A big sparrows can't either. Uh, let's see. What was I going to say? Do, 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 do. I know I enjoyed eating walleye. I thought, man, I thought I love crappie, but that walleye was good. He's in Hudson, Florida. Yep, John's down there in small water charter. He's down in Florida too. Gigability, he's down there in Florida. He's just like right down the road from John. About halfway up where the first storm hit, put a 6 foot of water at work. Wow. .351 Windsor or .351 Cleveland. I don't know, John. I said just right up the road. See, Gig ought to come down there and bass fish with you. That'd be cool. See you and Gig out there. You can build it out there bass fishing. If I live 2 hours from you, I'll be going bass fishing. Will you? Big difference between Cleveland and Windsor. Yep. One of them supposed to be a fast motor, the other one's a cruiser. You can't beat them 391s, man. They're pretty tough. Oh, I got to get me some more coffee. I'll be right back. Get me some more coffee. Yeah, get me some more coffee. You want Cleveland. All right. It's still hot in Florida. It's going to be something like 85 today. Ooh, I think it's supposed to be like the 60s here today. I didn't look this morning. Woke up to take my medicine, still feeling tired and weak. I think I'm going back to bed. God bless you all. Rusty the Skipjack King. All right, Rat Rod. You go get some rest. John says we are 140 miles from Hudson. 140 miles. As Cedric said, where is Hudson, Florida close to? John does. He does bass charters and crappie charters. And as a matter of fact, I think his crappie season's fixing to start up big and hot and heavy. John, what is the biggest crappie you caught down there? A little over 2 pounds. I think the biggest crappie I ever caught was 2 3/4 pound, pretty close to that 3 pound mark. And it was 19 inches long. They don't get giant there. I imagine not. The gators keep them. The big ones eat up. I mean, here, if the crappie get the perfect size eating crappie around here is 10 to 12 inches. Anything over that, that's bragging rights, just bragging about it. But they don't taste as good as them other size crappie. I guess 'cause they've been in the water for so long, but uh, crappie here that's 2 pounds or better. It ain't fit to eat, man. I've had them and they just don't taste as good. I can't believe we have another hurricane brewing. Yeah, I seen that. I got a warning on the phone yesterday evening talking about that. How about that river? It's just started going down last week. Did you get it bad, John? I don't think John got it that bad. I think he had a lot of wind and stuff, and he had some limbs and stuff like that to pick up. I'm assuming, but I know he weathered the storm. Him and Gigability both did. Got a lot of rain. The tornadoes from the last one were close. Yeah, he said it was pretty close. Remember that? But man, that's probably why all this cold, cooler air's been sucked down. It's pulling that cooler air down here. The one that's brewing now is headed your way, Gator. Yeah. It's like, really? Oh, man. Now, I've lived in Florida. I live in Avon Park, and I live down by Tampa. Uh, that ain't that Busch Gardens? Ain't that in Tampa where that's at? Busch Gardens. Because I live right down the street from Busch Gardens. I think that's what the name of it is. Maybe Trump could do something to fix these hurricanes. Oh, if he could, he would. Okay, yeah, I lived in Tampa, and I lived in uh, Avon Park, Florida. And when I lived there through the monsoon season, where it same time every day it come up, pour down rain, and 10 minutes later it'd be dry as a bone. Like, come on, really? And but I've never lived there during the hurricane season. So is this would this time of year for you guys? Is that the hurricane season or? Yeah, that's every day here, Russ. It don't like the weather. Wait 10 minutes. What? You're hot. You wish it'd cool off. Wait a little bit. It'll rain. It'll be 3, 2, 1. Opens up. Does that say with the Lucci? With La Coochie? I sometimes I go fishing with La Coochie, with a La Coochie. She's in her bed asleep right now. My with the La Coochie is asleep. Hey, there's Turtle Nate. What's going on, Nate? Good morning. Let's see, in case Eric's up running around. It's Red Florida runs north to south. It's pretty nice. Awesome. Yeah, I kind of figured it was a river. Oh, he's had my cams off. Hell, there we go. I come back and I forgot to turn it back on. We fish a lot in the Cannonsville area. Fishing down there at the Donkey Lane. Donkey Lane, Donkey Lane. Nate's been trying to I think Nate's been trying to remodel his house. Don't fault both though. Gators everywhere on that river. Gators everywhere. I know when I lived down there, man, there were gators, man. I seen gators all over the place. Like, good night. Everywhere we went, if there was a pretty good sized ditch running through the water, there was gators all in it. Go by there, and you see a pond out there in the town or whatever at Avon Park, and you look down and you think, well, I bet there'd be some good fish in there. Then you go down there and you look, and there's a sign that says, no swimming gators. I'm like, beware of gators. I'm like, oh, I ain't fishing here. We posted a video, a couple of them. Kennesville Reservoir. Yep, 100 plus gators around the boat. Man, there were gators there were jumping out of the water trying to catch, I guess, shad or something, big shad or something. Gator tail is so good. Back had to pick up another prize. Had to pick another prize on T-Move. Yeah, you gonna try to win that one, ain't you, Ernie? Uh, I never had gator tail. Our Outbacks here quit serving them. Don't know why. Well, went there. Finally went there. I'm gonna try gator tail. Oh, we don't serve that no more. One of these days, I'll find a place that serves it. No, we'll get me some. Try it out. I heard gator meat was tough. And I heard people say it was good if it's cooked right. Gator's an novelty to me. It's okay, but I'd rather have chicken. Yep. Oh man, it's a farm game. Yeah, came one off again. I guess if you live there and there's places that serve gator tail after a while, you just want it every once in a while. You don't want to eat it like you would chicken. No, stop trying to go load logs. You ain't gonna load logs out there, that bud. Even look at it, it has gator bites. Oh, it's like KFC little chicken bites. I just overeaten it. We clean up after the gators at the shop, so when I see them, I don't picture a steak. I imagine it's like I was working at a poultry house and slaughterhouse for chickens, and I eat chicken all the time. They said, "Well, once you work here for a while, you don't want no chicken for a while." And they're right. After a while, man, I was like, I don't want to eat no chicken. I see what's on them chickens when they come in. I'm like, yeah, I don't eat them. I just prices of gator. Just don't overcook it. It will be rubber. Just pieces of gator. Just don't overcook it. It'll be rubber. That's what I heard too. That you had to cook it right. If you didn't, it'd be like eating rubber. And when I see the hogs around this house, I don't see bacon. Shoot, every time I see a pig, I think first thing to my mind is bacon and sausage. Maybe some good old country ham, salted country ham. You used to go over to Reelfoot Lake over in Tennessee when I lived down further down in Missouri. Reelfoot wasn't that far. There was a cafe over there right at that lake over there. They served the best country ham. Oh man, for breakfast. Oh, it was good. Yeah, I'll load if I can, truck off road and not get stuck. You probably get stuck. Like I said, it rained here all day yesterday. It was like I couldn't believe it. And right now it's 52 degrees. What's y'all's temps around there this morning? It's 52 here. Last time I looked at the radar, it was last night before I went to bed. It was raining. And I'm thinking like, man, and it showed that we're not supposed to get no more rain after last night. So Nate said it's 54. That's not too that far off. It's really grassy there. John 66 here. Dang cold front. We ain't got no cold front here. 66 here would be nice weather. Yeah, so I got a few boats to work on today. 64 here would be 84 today. Yeah. Hey, there's Polar Bear. What's going on, Chad? Good morning. Yeah, hush, John. Yeah, Ernie. Yeah, that rain was moving across that direction. I knew y'all was gonna get some of it. A little polar bear doing this morning. And I just started our last video with snow just for y'all up north. We don't. Sometimes we get snow right now. Very seldom anymore. Hardly ever. Uh, December we might get a little bit of snow. It's a rarity for the snow the day before Christmas or that night. It's a rarity. Most of ours comes in either January and February. February's our worst for the snow, but the last couple of years it has been. I hear my wildebeest stirring up. Be right. She going want coffee. Yeah, mine won't be stirring for another 30 minutes. Rain and doctors can't get much done. Nope, I would have to say no on that one. We get snow at truck park. We get snow. That truck park at the pier has snow piled on it. Cone. Grape is the best. That ain't snow. That's ice. You get ice warnings at the boat ramp. Dad said, "I'm just waking up with Folgers in your cup." Hopefully, uh, yeah. Our weather's changed when man takes a strip of woods out in an area that's it's in a valley or something like that. There, you change the wind patterns, you change the climate. That wind patterns, man, they're there and they bring the weather in at different places, different times. When the leaves fall off, the wind gets easier to flow. It brings it down further. But when you take out all the trees and for miles and miles and hundreds of miles, it's like, and the winds blow down through there all the time now, down through here. It's just something's gonna happen. Hey, still in ya? What good morning? Still's always got a good saying right there. That's always a good saying right there. Making French toast for my daughter's breakfast. Well, hope you're making up for everybody. Ah, yes, Buggy. Somebody message Buggy and tell him I'm live. All you gotta do is come over here and look. They people don't think anymore. Always about money. Yep. Well, the farmers down through here, they took out lots of trees, miles upon miles of trees for two reasons. Greed, they want that extra strip of where they put 2 rows of cropland down through there. Another thing is that the equipment nowadays have gotten so big, they don't want to fold stuff up. They want to be able to turn with it down. So yeah, remember that the opiate brought it up for the whole class. Yep, when you're in there chewing gum. Are you chewing gum? You better not read the whole class. No, I did. Well, you spit that out. Hey, morning, Urban. How you doing, Urban? Hope you got your coffee. Buggy just texted me, said, "Are you live? You going live?" I text you back, but if I do, I have to keep fighting the phone from going dark on me until somebody comes up on the panel, and then I can leave, come back, fix it. It's here too. Yeah, still, I remember that when I was a kid. You'd be over there, somebody chewing gum. The teacher asked him, said, "You got enough for the whole class? Give the whole class?" We're all sitting there looking like, "We hope you do." No, let's spit it out. Well, she's over just snoring her butt off. She's sleeping hard. Boom. We got 17 people. Appreciate y'all watching. The thumbs up. Share out. Share it out. Tell your people come in here and hang out this morning. Get us a coffee. Hang out. You just texted for me. All right, Ernie. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just hanging out, just talking. Usually Thursdays, I usually go Thursday or Friday, whatever. I tell Buggy if I'm gonna fish Friday morning, I'll go like Friday morning, or if I'm fishing Thursday, I usually go fishing. But right now, it's a slop wet mess out there, man. And I thought, well, I better not have Citrus Set get them thumbs up. Uh, so I decided, I got that tournament Saturday. I really need to get my poles ready and check my line and everything. And so I figured I better not go fishing this morning. I better save that spot for when I need to save it. No, still, I ain't got everything. I have not bought my carp bait yet. I got to get that done. I think I got to get that tomorrow. I still got uh, this rod here's ready, and so I've got to get uh, that other rod. I got to get a reel on it and check the line and stuff and get that ready. Yeah, Bear, I ain't been seeing you out fishing. Ernie, do lives in the morning. You're up when I'm up. I know you are. I get notifications. I know you're up. You can do a live morning show. John said, we broke in those 2 new rods yesterday. Well, how'd you do yesterday? I gotta give me some more coffee. Let us know how you doing. Ernie, I fixed some vegetable soup last night, homemade stuff, man, with some cornbread. Oh my goodness. It was so good. Man, it's so good. Morning, Buggy. Only caught 8 yesterday afternoon, had 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Thank goodness for power poles. Well, yeah. Yeah, Russ got me struggling with my right arm a lot. I'm going to try Botox this winter to hope for some relief. Man, I hope it works for you, bud. I know you go fishing sometimes by yourself, and sometimes you got some kids with you, and it's always fun to watch you fish. Two kinds of cornbread. It was great. But you need two kinds of cornbread, folks. Cornbread's good, though, ain't it? Man, it's good. We got somebody in the basement. Buggy!
Morning. I gotta go over here and turn that TV down. I'll be right back. I forgot.
And since the Chad, my right arm was the same way. Oh, one sweet and some fried. Well, you like that fried food, don't you? I do too. I can't eat it. I can't eat a lot of it.
Oh, goodness.
With it being the fall, I switched to bowling. Hey, there you go.
Whew.
Get
All
your
right. I'm up and at 'em now. Sort of. And get my glasses on so I can try to see a little bit. What's up? Raining here.
supposed to hit between Tampa and North Florida. That means me. Everyone just got the sheetrock back up. Wow. Is it raining there, Buggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been going that way. It rained here last night. I think it rained this morning too, but it's supposed to move out. So
yeah, I don't know if it's raining this very minute, but it's been raining.
man, it rained all day long here yesterday. I don't think it ever stops.
But shit, it just reminded me. I forgot I was going to track down where I sealed that sunroof up earlier in the summer. I had some water in the car the other day, which means there's something leaking somewhere, and I think there's a seam just above the windshield that runs along the top edge of the car. And I think I looked at that and it looks kind of funky, and maybe the rubber shrunk or something. And I'm gonna put the same stuff I used on the sunroof on that. Hey, morning, John.
Yeah, Gator, man, stay safe, bud. Batten down the hatches. Stay safe.
Oh, no kidding. Where's the storm hitting at? I haven't seen anything
There's
today.
another hurricane brewing is headed right towards, I guess,
Oh, you're shooting me.
part of Florida right there. And Gator, he's right in the path of it.
Oh, you're kidding me, Dagnabbit.
Yeah, Tampa's been hit hard this year.
You know, man, remember this. It's something kind of funny. There's somewhere up in, it's either Michigan or Minnesota, one, two. I think it was Minnesota or something, but there were like 350 uh, FEMA semis parked up there. They had moved them up there for something to stage them for an emergency. And I'm thinking, well, wouldn't it be better to maybe stage them down in Georgia or something?
I, I don't know, more than Nubby. I don't know. All I know is that where the last hurricane hit up through North Carolina and up through that area up that way, that if anybody had a Trump sign or flag in their yard at that house, they was told not to
Yeah, seen that.
stop there and offer no help.
Yeah, what a crock of poop, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That I'm telling you, that's how petty some of them liberals are to actually
Oh
put
yeah.
politics in a national emergency. Think about that.
Yeah.
It's
A woman
amazing.
that she got fired for doing her job and disagreeing with what they done.
Yeah, yeah.
And she come out on the news and told all.
Oh, that's I don't blame her. I would too.
I'm like, yeah, get him, girl, get him.
Yep. But yeah, that's amazing, man. You politicize a natural
I can't
disaster.
blame
It's
Gator.
like seriously, come on, man. There's some things that are above politics and stuff like that. People's safety is one of those.
Well, that last two hurricanes that come through there, they come up through, then they turn and come up the Mississippi. That one came up further than the other one did. But when you take trees out on either side of that river and you cut all that down for miles, then it hits woodblock trees like where Tennessee
Yeah,
was, and then it jumps to the other side because there's no wind resistance there.
yeah,
You know, it gets bad. I'm like, because they didn't hardly ever come up at Mississippi, but them last two did. And I'm like, yeah.
yeah. John, you're 100% right, man. He is stacking his staff with people that are no nonsense.
Morning. Hey.
Yeah, Elon's coming, and Matt Getz is the attorney general. That's about as good as it gets right there, because most of the people in the hearings and stuff hate him.
There was a nurse that got fired just saying a doctor's name at the hospital and took coffee aloud. Wow. Yes, it is Thursday, John.
Hey Gator, you know what, man? I agree with you. My preacher was talking. Oh, it's been earlier in the spring, I think, and his comment was, "It's not a good time to be playing Christian right now." If you know what I mean, because I'm with you 100% on that. I don't know about the Antichrist. I don't know who it is, and probably won't. But yeah, that's a good idea.
He sure did. He said Happy Friday.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's gonna be bummed when he realizes it's not Friday, man.
He said, "Oh, I was trying to learn the day of the week from Rustic. You don't want to learn that from me. I'm either a day behind or a day ahead. Sometimes 2 days ahead."
Oh man.
It was Thursday, and I woke up. Oh, went back to sleep, and when I woke up, wife said, "Why didn't you wake me up? I got to go to work. It's Sunday." No, it's Thursday. Oh crap. Ugh. Oh yeah. Sometimes I get a couple days off.
uh,
Oh yeah, he said Happy Friday. He just trying to keep up with the times, man. I'll be right back. Wife's phone just went off with the alarm. It turned off.
Okay, now I'm in charge. Y'all get in line. I ain't gonna have this no more. You understand me? Good morning, Mark. I forget days of the week. Yeah, me too. I forget what day it is and what I went to go get at the store. I done it again last night. I went stopped at the dollar store on the way home from the nursing home and
Yeah. No, I never tapped that phone. I was trying to
walked in the door and said, "What did I come in here to get?" And couldn't remember. So I grabbed me a couple Red Bulls and headed home.
I
And I
may
remembered
order a
last
copy.
night about 9 that I went in there to get Mountain Dew.
Morning, Mark. Nubby, 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 nubby. Nubby.
Fish
It's
are biting, are they?
He said it's another great day in America. Hey,
Why you
morning,
reckon?
Tom.
Why you reckon the fish are biting so good, John?
If you make it over this way, shoot me a holler. I'll take the fish on this side. Well, John, you're a mod. All you got to do is just touch his name, go see if he's got a channel.
Yeah,
Make everybody a mod. I got to make Gator a mod. Uh, uh, that way, all you got to do is just people don't drop links to other people's channels anymore unless there's a tournament going on or a 1v1 or something like that. But
yeah. What happened with all that? Why is that? I mean, I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't know. I missed it. I'm sure, but
well, when you make them a mod, it's just easier for them just to go. If they want to subscribe to somebody, they just click
yeah,
on the name and
yeah.
check.
I get that. So that's why they don't drop links anymore. Then.
Yeah, most time when people drop links, it's because they want to, and it's helpful, and it's always appreciative. But uh, not we don't ask people to do it like we used to because
Yeah,
it's much easier for them. Just if they want to check their channel out, they go check their channel out through a mod. Uh, but if we're doing a tournament or something like that, we expect if somebody can drop the people on the panels links, that way everybody knows who's up there and stuff like that. Mark said fishing was rough on me on Tuesday.
boy, it was. I watched some of that. Yeah, it looked kind of tough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like I got enough mods in here now they can actually drop Gator's link if they want to.
yeah.
If they can. I mean, I wish they can, but
And I had to go to the nursing home yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with these people and my dad's medication. They were giving him a Dilaudid and 2 Oxy-10s at the same time. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I
huh,
said, you can't give nobody that much medication at one time. Instead of spreading them out, one at 8 and say one at 10, or say the Dilaudid at 8 and the Oxy's at 10, which is how it should be.
my goodness.
And they said, nope, it's always been this way. And I'm like, no, it has not. I wasn't happy. Angeline Cortez, good morning.
Hello, Angelina. What's up, Angeline?
So I'm just like, the nurse is headed there this morning. I don't know what they're doing. As soon as I get all the Medicaid stuff taken care of and approved, I'm moving him anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're, I don't know what they're doing. And I asked him, I said, can you give me a printout of the medication you gave him the last week? Okay. And it would show, like Monday starting at 10 or whatever, and show you what they gave him each time. Well, we can't print it out that way. I'm like, well, what would you do if the FBI came in here and wanted to see how you dispense your medication to the patients? How would you do that? Oh, we can do something like that, but it would take hundreds of pages. I said, I don't care. I got all day.
Yeah, I enjoy coffee too there, Angeline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Eric said, Mark, oh, never mind.
Angeline, I'll give you a wrench, a jacket after the live. I can't do it on my phone. So after this live, I'll make sure you got a wrench.
But I don't know. I'm so over this. Oh, and then I got a letter from them. I got to fill out a thing explaining about Dad giving me the Sportster. And I'm like, well, that's what families do. They hand motorcycles down to each other.
Tell Eric to duck off.
Okay. Did you hear what he said? He said to tell you that you wasn't fishing, you was out there duck watching.
Handsome rustic. Poor girl has bad eyes. Well, yeah, she probably does.
I need a Red Bull.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see here. What I got here. Let me find out what that paper is. One thing my desk.
No, Gator, what this is about is I'm trying to get Medicaid for my father because I had to put him in a nursing home. He's got cancer. And it's been a 2-month ordeal of me jumping through hoops. And hopefully this is the last hoop and I can stand up and throw my arms up and say, ta-da, and they won't ask me for no more. Yep. I don't know if I'd ride my bike in Florida or not. Everything's too fast paced for me.
It's a well, hang on a minute.
Make sure. But yeah, it's like, what do you mean? Explain the details of your father, or explain the details of the motorcycle transaction. They want to know if there was any money exchanged hands or anything like that. And I'm like, no, it's just that's what families do. And just burst out. What you're saying, there is no Rolodex that keeps them in order, huh?
Go through this paper.
Empty chili girl laying by the door. Oh man. Yeah, it got a little ugly in the nursing home office yesterday afternoon. And I was like, so you went from not giving him any of his oxy for a day and a half to giving him the oxy and the Dilaudid at the same time. That's what you're telling me? Well, yep, that's what the order said. I said, I don't think so. Like, whatever. So you got experience at that, do you, John? Oh, that's cool. Me too, according to them. Mark, I'm thinking about going back to that. I haven't been on it in a while. Right now, my name on there is Don't Ban Me Bro 4, number 4. So that means I was banned from there 4 times. But I hear it's a little better now than it used to be. No, Elon won't run for president. He's not a natural citizen. He was born in South Africa, I think it was.
Oh, Elon, yep.
I'm okay with that, Mark. You know what I mean? I'm okay with it being the Wild West. You say what you want, it's fine. If you get your feelings hurt, then don't come back. It's real simple. Yeah, but you know how that goes. He's on the liberal side, so they can do about anything they want. And if you're a liberal in here today, I'm sorry I said that. No, I'm not sorry I said it. I'm sorry that you're a liberal, actually. But it is going to get interesting next year. It's going to be fun. For those of you who've never watched C-SPAN, I highly recommend that you start watching it next year when the hearings start. I hope they go after Mayorkas, the border guy. I watched a hearing. I watched a little bit of a replay of it the other day. I think it was Ted Cruz, who's from Texas, is questioning me. He says, would you say there is a crisis at the border right now? And he starts into this long diatribe. Ted Cruz cuts him off. He said, "It's a yes or no question." Here, hold on. I'll show you how your border, the captain of the border guards or whatever that's in charge of the border guards, they asked him this question. Here's what he said: yes. It's a yes or no question. And he asked him the same question at least 6 different times, and the guy would never answer the question. So that border is going to get closed up here pretty quick, I hope. Artemis Gordon. All right, you know I got to Google that one, John Dagnabba. Artemis Jordan. Artemis Gordon. Oh, Wild. Okay, never mind. I'm with you now. That show was before my time, but I'm with you now. Yep. I'm with you now. In fact, that's a show I'd like to go back and watch from the beginning, season 1. Wasn't it a TV series?
Okay, I'm done looking.
What are you looking for?
Uh, just the paper.
Oh, never mind. That's none of my business anyhow. If I may look that one up, and what I think it might be one of them I watch this winter.
It's just a paper where I speak to Angelina in her own language.
Oh, okay. I seen one kind of like that. This college kid goes into Chinese restaurants and he orders food, and when they call the order back, he repeats that stuff and starts talking to them in their language. And every one of them, they freak out every time he does it in a Chinese restaurant. You know, he even has the different dialects down pat. Yep.
More Eric.
I'm good with that.
James West and Artemis Gordon.
Does it really? I'll have to look it up because if it plays on Me TV, there's a good chance I can get it on demand somewhere.
Trump wants to make me the czar of fishing and bacon. Czar. I don't know about the fishing, but the bacon part, you'd have that down pat, buddy.
Czar.
Trump is making Eric the duck czar. Hey, speaking of ducks, Monday when I was out there on the river fishing, man, the ducks are moving in, and I heard geese flying up high. They were way up high, but they was flying in from the north. I was like, oh, get close to that time.
Mm-hmm. How bizarre. What is that song that says that? How bizarre.
And down 62 highway here, they got one side, there's an old county dump where they dumped all the county trash years ago, and they buried it, made a big hill, and then some guy, he cuts the grass off it for hay. But on that far side, and there's 2 field plots, and on this side, and it runs around the back here, they're making a huge duck place back here. I don't know if it's a conservation area or if somebody left it for the state conservation, or somebody's turning into hey, you can pay to duck hunt here. So, but I couldn't figure out why they was putting a gravel road in there and these driveways and stuff. I'm like, what are they doing? And then they got a bunch of the round circle levee spots out there that looks like little ponds.
It could be like when they strip mined the coal in Indiana and southern Indiana back in the 20s or 30s or whatever. Part of the deal was they had to reclaim that land and leave the pits and stuff that it made and the ponds and stuff, but they had to reclaim it and make it all natural, replant everything, and stuff like that. And there's a couple of them are state parks now where you can go fishing for bluegill.
Rustic, how do you donate to the kids fishing? Uh, you can go to Cat Claws or look on Facebook, Adam Zimmerman with a Z, Zimmerman, and contact him. Now, Miss Chrissy would know for sure, but Miss Chrissy's not up in here this morning yet.
John, I got the jingle or the song in my head, the beat and everything, but I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, ducks and geese, they'll fly. They'll fly at night time. I've been outside late at night getting somebody big when I can hear them flying over. Blah, blah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Yeah, I honestly didn't.
I'll be out in deer woods. It'd be pitch black early in the morning, waiting for sunrise, sitting up in the tree stand, and I can hear the ducks flying over. Yeah, them ducks and geese fly at night.
Huh.
I mean, you got to think about it. When them geese start migrating down here, and the ducks too, they fly long distance. They can't afford to pull into a motel overnight.
Hey, did you know hummingbirds migrate?
Yep, from Mexico.
Yeah, I didn't know. The little bitty hummingbirds. I'm like, get out of here.
Mexican hummingbirds.
They fly fast though. They're like the Concorde of the birds. They get there pretty
Benoit
quick.
ladies.
Good morning, Benoit ladies. How are you guys?
Yeah, as they come across the United States, you hear this faint sound going, "Arriba, arriba, arriba, arriba."
OMC. Okay. I thought it might be the people who done the Love Shack, but yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
How bizarre. Yep.
How bizarre.
Morning, P&B Catfish, Mr. Paul Boy. Good morning. Morning, Benoit ladies.
Guten Morgen, bitte.
Yeah, Mexican hummingbirds. Yeah, there's no hummingbirds. I mean, out further west where it's warmer all the time, you'll have more out there. But
Yeah.
here, wintertime comes, they fly back to Mexico. And what's amazing is how they spread all over the United States, and then they
All converge. Yeah, isn't that cool? I dig hummingbirds myself. I had one get in my garage, and he was in the garage, and he was all freaked out. He couldn't figure out how to go back out the door. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, what am I going to do? So what I ended up doing was going getting the hummingbird feeder, and I had the garage door raised up, and I hung it on the garage door where it hung down below the door, and the hummingbird come to feed, and then he flew out after that. But he was almost beating himself to death in the garage.
we get whistling ducks from South America to lay eggs here.
Whistling ducks. I ain't gonna say it. I could make a joke, I think, but I won't.
They whistling Dixie as they go down through there.
Mm-hmm. Dang, it's 52 degrees now. That's a heat wave. It's cold.
What they whistling, John? The theme song from Miami Vice. John said you could make a joke, but it probably won't be funny.
That's a fact.
I like it when Curtis comes up here. Quiet man Curtis, he come up here and he'll start telling jokes or reading riddles or rhymes or something like that there. But I keep trying to tell you, you need to put more enthusiasm into it, man. Get into it. We'll make him laugh, and that's all that matters. That's right. As long as Buggy finds it funny. Here's the business 4 a.m. I'm going to crash for an hour for work. Y'all have a great day and see you on the flip. Hey, Gator. Appreciate you, bud. You be safe down there. Keep an eye in the sky. He said, thank you, too. Y'all say a prayer for Go Gator there. He got hurricane is coming right at him down in Florida, that part of Florida. And I haven't heard how bad it's going to be, but hurricane's still a hurricane until it gets downgraded to a tropical storm. Why? Thanks. YouTube Mono didn't do a thing. Whatever happened to that dude, man? You don't hear nothing from him anymore. You ain't heard nothing from him in years. I'm like, guess he
YouTube
got rich.
Bono, yeah.
Guess he got rich and famous and said, I don't need to do that no more.
Yeah, busy saving the world.
Busy saving the
I
world.
will admit, Bloody Sunday was a pretty cool jam, but that was years ago when he was cool. I was in Germany then, I think, when it come out.
He was never cool.
Yeah, he was pretty much a pompous.
I can't even remember it. So that's how important it was. I'll be right back. I gotta go get her up. Tell her to get up out of bed.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading this thing from the Medicaid people real quick. I got to type something up for them. I had to make sure what all they wanted on it. See y'all later. Back to the grind. All right, Benoit. I'm sorry y'all have to work today. The edge. Living on the edge. That's me. Used to be.
Oh, it's Manic Monday.
I read my Bible quote this morning to help me cut down on my
Well,
profane language.
everyone named the edge has to be cool. Have Citrus say, hello, Benoit. All right, Benoit. Don't work too hard up there. I always like Edge, the wrestler. You
Yeah.
think you know me?
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Now I'm singing that Scissor Sister song. Okay. What's Eric doing today? He work in the warehouse?
What time is it? It's just now. Oh, it is 7. Yeah, he would have been on the road by now. He just said something in the chat a second ago, I thought.
Yeah, he was talking to Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, the great duck hunters. Yeah, he may be in the warehouse. If he is, I'll bet he's just in a great mood.
Well, he is. He said he was trying to learn all he can.
Yeah, I know, and that makes sense. Actually, I told him that was pretty smart. Yeah, and if the guy's gonna if the dude's retiring and he wants that spot, yeah, he definitely if he makes the initiative, at least the company should be good enough to give him the opportunity. I would think.
Yeah. It was me. I'd walk up to that guy. I said, I know you're going to retire. I said, I'd like to fill your position. Show me what all you do. I like to learn it all.
Yeah. Let me shadow you for a day or two.
What do we got here? Bugman, you live? Yeah, live.
Yep. I just told you I was reading something. The thing I got to type up for mom.
John says,
So,
send you a textbook.
yeah, the thing I got to type up for this FSSA people. So yeah, I'm gonna have one of them days today. I can already tell because I'm gonna go in there with an attitude. I just talked to Dad's nurse. She said she's gonna be at the nursing home by 9 this morning. I was like, okay, let me know what you find out because I sure didn't get nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have sent. You can message Miss Chrissy. She has all the info on that stuff you was asking about.
Mhm.
Man, it's gonna be a long 2 days before Saturday gets here.
Yeah, what's today? Thursday. Oh shit! I'll be back. I gotta go take my trash out.
Hmm.
Oh man, I'm glad I remembered that. I forgot last week. Sorry for my cuss words, guys. I'm trying.
Gotta go crap.
Damn. Yeah, I hope it's not raining too hard.
You're welcome, have sent.
Another day in paradise. Oh, that hurts.
Another day in paradise. Oh, boy, say good morning, half century. Man, I tell y'all what. Yep, y'all are tuned in Saturday now to either Trophy Secret Outdoors or Two Stands Fishing because we're gonna have the Cat Claws tournament. They're gonna host it on their channels. Uh, my time will be 8 to noon Central Time at AM, and then I think it's 9 to 1 Eastern Time AM. It's going to be they're going to start it at that time, and it's for a good cause, Cast for Kids. Y'all want to go there and check it out and come in here and support. It's for helping kids with disability. They will be playing a video on there, the kids' disability out fishing, and that's what it's all about. Is to help them. A lot of them want to go fishing. They have nobody take them, or they have no way of doing it, and so it helps them out, and it makes their dreams come true. Oh, nine, yeah, be I think it's 8 to 12 my time, and that would make it what 9 to 1 Eastern time, wouldn't it? I wish they'd start a little earlier, like at 7 my time, 8 their time, or I wouldn't care if they start at 6 their time, or 7 their time, would be 6 my time. But yeah, it's for a good cause, and uh, like I said, it helps kids with disabilities. Their dream is to go fishing, so it's to help them out and get them out there and get them to go fishing. Rowdy Royale, good morning. Yeah, I know, John. So y'all want to check that out. Tonight is supposed to be the night, be 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Uh, on Cat Claw's channel, he will be running a wheel. He will be spinning the wheel to see who's fishing on. We expect to see everybody there and cheer on your fishermen that you choose. You know that you want to cheer on. And if you want to donate that night, they will be dropping a link for that, just to help them out.
Come here. What's the matter, buddy? I know.
Because they have to run 2 channels because of there's so many people wanting to get in on it, and there will be a lot of people. There's actually going to be a lot of people on there because there's there's going to be quite a few, I think, that they're going to team up. They can watch their rods, watch their rods. They're going to be on one line, on one stream. So it'll be some fun. Be a lot of smack talking going on. It'll be some fun. I'm gonna let my rods do the talking. And trust me, I've been doing some smack talking on the. They got a group chat of everybody that's in there that's on that in that tournament, and I've been doing my share of smack talk. I made a deal up with me, put a crown on my head, hold the big old carpet cot, and say bow out to the king, throw that gift in there, meet me in there. There you go.
No, at least it wasn't raining. It's just kind of damp and yucky out.
Yeah, Steve Hooker Thomas, he's going fishing it. He said, yeah. I said, well, they got they're on guard dogs. They're going to have a tournament come up. I'm going to be in that one too. Supposed to be in that one. It's for a belt and like a wrestling belt, but it's for that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Steve Hooker Thomas said, yeah. Steve Hooker Thomas said that he was going to. He said he's winning. He's going to work at Walmart and see what people think. And I said, yeah, you going to go to Walmart, all right, and tell everybody Rustic Outdoors won the belt. You go buy your weeping towels. I try. Who knows? I might get out there and the water temperature be so cool or be so high. I probably won't get it, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. You can wear anything or nothing to Walmart. Oh yeah, I've seen some stuff people wear, man.
Oh yeah, if you're having a bad day, just go to the people Walmart and spend an hour going through pictures. You'll feel much better about yourself. I did anyway.
I mean, the weirdest thing I've seen at Walmart was there was it was a man, skinny, I mean bone skinny, dressed up as a woman, had short hair, earrings, makeup on, and had a beard. and going around like this, and he was with a woman who thought she was a man, and they were together.
I hope they don't procreate. My God,
I heard something, so I just turned around and looked, see if I get out of the way, and I stepped back like that because I thought, well, this ain't Halloween. What the heck's going on? So I went on my business, but I seen that. I thought, I said, dang, if you're gonna try to be a woman, at least shave.
No doubt.
John said that was C&C catfish crappie.
That was Mark.
But yeah, I mean, he had high heels on, some kind of the leggings that ladies wear, this shawl thrown over, makeup, earring, big old loop earring, and from behind looked like just a cute, skinny woman, and then turned around and had a beard. I'm like, oh, good Lord. And what do? Shave once a month? Oh, Mark said it was John, and he hit on me. That image, it just went through my mind. I was like, I don't need that. And scored. Y'all quit. Mark said, you wish. Oh my goodness. You guys got my eyes teared up now, watered up. John said, and scored. Yeah.
You know, there's an app. I'd signed up on the post office thing so I could keep track of the package that was coming.
Yeah.
And they have an app. Every morning they send me a text with pictures of what's coming in the mail that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know whether I want to cancel it or not.
I know I get when I get something sent to me, I get a notification to track my order, but I've never clicked on it. So, but did you see what they did to Rat Rod? Uh, uh,
Oh
remember,
yeah, yeah, seen that.
and broke his rod, put it back in, put the original tube on, and slid another tube over it, and take the crap out of it,
Yep,
and knew the rod was broken. They broke it.
yep. I would be going to the post office myself and saying, "Hey, we're gonna have a little talk here. Y'all going to ship this back to who you got it from?"
Oh yeah, you know they scanned that when they picked it up, and they tried to put it in the vehicle, and they pushed on it like that to get it in,
I
and I
bet
guess
they
that's how
did.
it got broke.
Yep.
And that person that scanned it, done that, knew it was broken, went in there and take that up.
Well,
And
he added another piece of tube onto it, a
yep,
bigger, fatter piece of tube to cover it up.
yep. And so all they got to do is, he said that they're going to send him another one, catch fish with us, going to make it right, send him the exact one that he wanted, and then they're going to go after the post office and say, hey, we need to find out when it's the last time this was scanned, you know, and who scanned this because we want to find out what happened to it, or you can give me my money back. Because he said he did have insurance on it, so hopefully he can get his money back for that rod. Now he won't be able to get it back from Madcast because it wasn't broke while it was fishing. It was
Oh
broke.
no, well, the post office got to pay for that. Even
Yeah,
if I had insurance or not, I'd be like, wait a minute. Now
yeah,
I can see if it got broke and you didn't know it and you went ahead and delivered it. But this
yeah,
is evident you broke it, you knew you broke it, you covered it up, and then you delivered it broken
yeah,
without saying a word to me about it. And that's different. You are, that's proof you knew it was broke and you tried to cover it up. That's different.
yeah,
So you can't deny you didn't know it was broke.
yeah. Well, it's like mine when I got that one and the tube was broke. You could see the rod in there. I mean, it was in the plastic and it
Yeah.
had the rod sleeve forward, the black one, and it was wrapped in plastic. And you could see that in there because I seen it. And but it was broke. And I said, well, I hope that rod ain't broke. The guy said it was like it when I got it, bud. He said, I just opened the back doors and I slid it in. And I don't know if when he shut the door, it pinned it or did it that, but it didn't break the rod. So I didn't say nothing. We
Yeah.
opened it right there.
Yeah. You're right, Uncle Lou. It's about impossible.
Yeah. Pure
That's
blowers.
like Uncle Lou said yesterday about it. He said that's why he uses PVC because
Yeah.
you know the product's going to get there safely.
Oh, they find a way to break it. If you want to make it lighter to where the PVC is not as heavy, you can get the, I guess you can use the thin wall stuff because if it's heavy, they'll go by the weight of it. Yeah, I start saying, yeah, they make thinner. But the ones I've seen people send them in to other people that the pipe's pretty thick. There's a guy that down the road, he got a couple rods in. It was in PVC. He was going to throw the pipes away. I said, I don't do that. I'll take them. They're thick walled, 2 inch. I'm like, no, no, no. Or 3 inch. Can't remember which. I got them out there to see. I think they're 2.5. Might be 2 to 3. I think they're 3 inch. And I said, he throwing them away. Come, we got 2 rods in it. I said, I'll take that. Use that. I wouldn't doubt it. He said, I've had two broke in PVC and both looked like they drove over them with a forklift. U.S. mail's charging more and more and more, but I guess just the employees, man, they get to where they just don't care. They just throw the crap in there and take it. I don't know. He said I was training Lou like a speed bump to me. He wanted to see if that forklift. All right. make a tater gun with that PVC. You might like it blow up. Don't need that to happen. $6.26 here, be $7.26 there.
Yep.
Hey, I shot a tater gun one time, air compressed that somebody made. Had an air bottle
Yeah,
thing
buddy.
there. And man, that little thing kicked now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You seriously hurt a human being.
It shot a big potato out there, and it went a long ways.
You may not kill him if you shot him in the chest with it, but you'd sure knock the heck out of him.
John, you didn't have to steer for the end, be a hero, hit the center like a ram.
Mhm.
I said, man, remember I used to make tater cannons.
I think everybody done. Well, probably not everybody, but everybody I know done it.
I shot one where that guy was shooting hairspray down it, lighter, he lighted, boom! It's like a bazooka type. I went,
Yep.
nah. That thing went off. It was loud.
I forget. I thought someone used lighter fluid one time in one of them. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. And it made a big boom and shot it about probably 3/4 of the way across the lake.
I shot this one. We live out in the country. I shot it out in the field, and it went half mile rows, and it went. I guarantee you, easy, almost. It looked like it went half of that half mile rows. I'm like, wow, that thing went forever. Sitting up there like that, boom, that thing gone. I told him I'd hate to get hit by one of them daggone things.
Yeah, that's what I said. Imagine that hitting you in the chest from about 40 yards.
Taters, apples, bar nuts. They were all fun to shoot. Could you imagine putting walnuts in there?
I seen one of them Tesla pickup truck things yesterday, but it was black instead of silver. It was parked in the lot of this car stereo place up on the north end.
Yeah.
Had to do a double take. I think they're ugly as hell. I don't know what they were thinking, but it looks like something out of a cheap Saturday morning cartoon space show to me.
Yeah, it looked like some kind of just throw it together for a cheap sci-fi movie.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it looks like. Maybe that's intention.
Now the silver one don't look too bad, but
Yep.
no,
I know. And the one I seen, the windows was all black too, so you couldn't even. I mean, it was total blacked out.
Yeah.
I know. I think Tucker Carlson them had one. They were running it through the test to see how how much it would take.
Hey, JG, good morning. Yeah, we used to have air cannons out in orchards in California that would scare the birds out of there. They didn't want the birds in there, so they would, every couple minutes that sucker would go off.
Huh.
Like a cannon going off. I'm like,
no, I want tater wedges. I like how you tied that all together, John.
yeah.
I like how you tied it together. All the way into tater wedges. I'm going by the gas station. Might as well get some.
Yeah, could you imagine put one of them green walnuts still in the hole?
Oh man, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Don't those things keep spiders away or something? I can't remember. When I was a kid, someone had some sitting around their house or something.
It's called an apple. It's something apple. I don't think
Mayapple.
Crab apple or something
It's a
like
mayapple, isn't it? Mayapple. M-A-Y. Mayapple. Something like that.
I don't know. It's green, round, got a lot of bumps
Yeah, it
on
got little bumps. Yeah, I think they call them
poisonous.
hedge apples. Uncle Lou said hedge apples. Yep.
Yeah, but they're also called something else. They're out here in the woods out here, there's a few of them, but no, I brought some in from the woods and throw them under the camper. Supposed to keep mice and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Man, it didn't stop them mice. Didn't stop the snakes. Didn't stop the bugs.
I thought it kept spiders away or something. I can't remember now. I have to Google it.
Yeah, I've heard them called hedge apples. I've heard them called horse apples. Uh,
Horse
uh,
apples.
but it's actually something else. I mean, it's supposed to be poisonous, so for us, but I think they would work if you would take and cut them in half and throw them under there. Let the aroma.
Yep, yep, that's probably
Most
possible.
people would think, well, all you got to do is just throw it under there. And it was about the size of a softball.
Yep, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. It got like a bumpy outer surface.
Yeah, that keeps spiders out of our basement.
I think we hit one or two with a baseball bat before. It makes your hands vibrate.
Hey, look, lady. Good morning. Said Osage oranges. Yeah, they got a lot of different names, but there's
Yeah,
a one that uh oh heck, it's something apple.
there you go, Uncle Lou. They keep spiders out. That's what I thought that's what it was. I couldn't remember, but I was something was telling me it had to do with spiders because
Yeah, it's supposed to keep mice, spiders, uh, stuff like that. We put it under our camper, or my father-in-law would, and I brought some in and put it under there. And we still had a mouse get in the camper, and the track killed it. And still had a couple spiders running around. I'm like, man, don't get rid of that crap. But I never tried to cutting it open and throwing it under there. John said, now I want to build one.
I'm not sure. Can you build them still these days? I'm not sure actually.
Oh, yeah, you can still build tater guns. There's no
I
law against it.
didn't know. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't know.
As long as it's air operated. I mean, uh, yeah, you can still build them. Sycamore balls.
Yep. Yep. Exactly, Ernie.
Yeah, so you can build whatever you want. Build first and ask later, I say.
I agree. Building permit. Who needs it? Hey, I done an appraisal on this house one time in this fairly nice area, and I pull the property card before I go, and it shows a 1,400 square foot ranch home, right? So I'm driving down the street, and I look at the mailbox and look at the address, but I look over, and there's this probably 4,000 square foot 2-story house on this lot, and I'm like, this can't be the right place. So I drive on down the road and look around, and I'm doing an appraisal on it for a purchase. So I come back and I pull in the driveway, and there was like an office above the garage, and I go in, and the guy comes down, meets me, says, "Yeah, this is it." And I said, "Man, I was confused. I was looking at this property card, and it don't look nothing like this." He said, "Oh yeah, we haven't got any building permits or anything on this. We just built it." I'm like, 3,000 square foot of living area, and you didn't tell the assessor? And he said, "Yeah, there's no reason you don't need to worry about that, do you?" And I'm like, somebody's going to have to. What if the person who buys this gets stuck with all them back taxes, because they're going to see it now that they know, the square footage and the purchase. They keep all that data. They automatically scrub it off purchase agreements. And then he got pissed. "Well, you can't do that." I said, "Sir, I don't have any choice." I said, "I'll end up in jail." So I go to the county assessor's office. Oh yeah, I never even thought about that, a tater. So I go to the assessor's office, and what I'm wanting to do is, all I'm trying to do is clear the person buying the house that they will not be billed the back taxes on this. And the assessor, I'm telling her about this house and what I've got, and she said, "You mean to tell me this house right here is not the house that's on that?" I said, "Ma'am, there's 2 to 3 of this house on that lot now, built around the original ranch." I said, "All I need you to do is tell me that the people buying the house will not be responsible for the back taxes on that, so I can complete my appraisal." She said, "I'm not sure I can do that." She said, "We're going to have to look into this." I said, "All right, that's all I needed to know." So I got hold of the lender and told him, sorry, man, this is what it is. And, someone may, and I mean, I'm talking $550,000 house, in that range. Somebody's not going to be happy regardless. But I covered my ass. And I looked and I thought, this guy built all that house there without a building permit at all. I mean, he built a house on top of an existing ranch house is what he done, a McMansion. And I'm thinking, well, eventually, don't you think somebody's going to notice this, at somewhere down the line? And he would tell me how long it had been like that. But you could tell it had been that way for more than probably 5 or 6 years, by the landscaping and the way the yard was laid out and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever come of it, but my deal was ask the lender if they wanted me to go ahead and do that appraisal because they may not do the deal, and then they're going to get charged for an appraisal for nothing. So I said, I'll give you a heads up first. You let me know. And I think I ended up not doing the appraisal. Do you guys have property taxes there, JG Hill? See, what's going to happen when that house changes hands, the assessor automatically goes out and reassesses the house after the sale. You see what I'm saying? And that's why it was important, because when there's a sale of a house, the assessor usually goes out and confirms it. Basically, if it's a 1,400 square foot ranch, you're the assessor guy. You're going to pull up, look at it, look at your sketch. Yeah, it's pretty close. You know what I mean? And they're not going to get out and measure typically. But this one here, they would have pulled up and done like me. This can't be the right place.
What do y'all think about the 3D printers?
I think they're cool. Actually, when I was a janitor for a while, the science teacher in the elementary school had a little one in his office or in his room, and it had these little spools of like plastic thread, sort of, you know what I mean? And that's what fed into it, is what it used to make the stuff.
My son-in-law's got one, and I've seen people say they can make a gun with that thing. I'm like, what? Just a cover that you can take your plastic pieces off yours and put that on there, or what? They know we can make a whole gun. No, I don't see how you do it. Hey, there's Missouri Outlaw.
R.E. Smith, morning.
They're building houses with 3D printers now. Yeah, I've seen a deal where they find that. We're building the outer shell, yeah. Or building part for a house. The parts for the houses on it.
Yeah, like they can bring them in on a trailer and put them together. Yeah. Well, you got to figure with AI and now 3D printers, eventually they won't need us because they'll have the AI that can do the design and the 3D printer, which can build what the AI just told it to build. And then they can use the driverless trucks and stuff to load it and move it, and they don't even need us no more.
Like I seen them put a house together one time. They brought in one truck, brought in the sides stacked up. Then another truck brought in half the roof, and another truck brought in the other half of the roof. And they took a crane and picked it all up. And in one day, they had all that. They had the whole outer shell done. They had the walls up, the roof was mounted, had the windows and doors.
Yep.
All they had to do was go in and run electric and put the insulation and the walls inside and the cabinets and stuff like that.
I think double D's are still too big for me, John.
Going to fish some next week. That's awesome, JG.
Oh, cool, man.
I'm gonna fish Saturday in the cat claws.
Hey, JG, do you have any restrictions about how much you can be out in the sun? While you're being treated? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was some medicine Mom took one time or something, but it said she couldn't be out in the sun. I can't remember what it was for now. But that just dawned on me when you said that. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's, he can't go or anything. Not only if you don't feel good, but the other part is I I, I didn't know if it had something to do with chemo or whatever and not being in the sun.
I know my father-in-law, rested, so he went to the doctor.
There you go, John.
They told him, do not go out into the sun whatsoever until you take all this medicine.
Yep, that mom had during
Yeah.
treatment. Doctor suggests not getting in the sun. That's what I was wondering. That JG, I thought that, and then yeah, John, my mom just had some antibiotics that said that on the thing that should not be out in the sun.
Well, they told him that if he does go out, he has to wear long sleeves, gloves, and a big hat, keep the sun
Yeah.
off of him. Well, he didn't do it. He wore a short sleeve shirt. He wore a bib
Oh,
over,
you're kidding me.
short sleeve shirt, had a regular cap like his on, went out there, and by noon he looked like Papa Smurf. It turned his skin blue.
No kidding. Really?
The doctor thought he was something wrong with him. They said, "Well, we told you not to go outside, that you had to be covered up." They didn't
Yeah,
tell
there's
you.
some things you ought to abide by on them medicines. The make you drowsy stuff you can kind of overlook sometimes, but
Oh,
don't
not
go
me.
out in the sun because it'll make you skin fall off or something's probably a good idea to listen
They
to.
put me on this one cholesterol medicine, and I take that medicine at nighttime before I go to bed. And at drop of a hat, we can get in a vehicle, and I wouldn't get a mile down the road. She'd have to drive. I'm like it,
Yep.
and man, it knocked me out. And finally, they switched to another one and don't do that. But
What was it?
some cholesterol medicine.
Oh, maybe I've been taking this cholesterol medicine, Cymbalta or something forever, and I get that way where it's like I want to fall asleep. And I've had to pull over, like in the middle of the day, I've had to pull over like in a gas station or something and sit there, and almost like fall asleep for a few minutes and get my crap together. I wonder if that's what it is. That's interesting you
Make
said
me
that.
feel like big bass. Yeah, it
That's
never hurt his skin, but it turned him blue. I mean, buddy,
wild.
he was. Uh, I mean, he was
Get it, John, JG
that
Hill?
color blue,
Wow. No kidding.
and he had
That
a
freaked me
couple
out.
days to get back normal.
Wow, that's wild. It actually hurt.
And he had a gray facial hair like that, and just a little bit. He looked like Papa Smurf.
A redhead with a tan. That took years to build.
He smelled like money, right, John?
Yep. Now I
My
have to get.
son,
I got to
redhead.
get out of here at 8
He
because I
got
got.
pale white skin. He
I
said
got to
that
get that.
sun is not his enemy. It's enemy.
What up, dog? Yeah, I got to get out of here at 8 because I got to get that paper typed up, printed, and take it over to the office, the FSSA office.
More Tim. Yeah, it was funny. My grandson called him Papa Smurf
Mm-hmm.
for a
I
long time.
bet that freaked me out.
They finally got done with that medicine, or they changed it or something, but they finally quit doing it. But they told him not to go out in the sun unless he was covered up.
And that's such a out of the ordinary order with medicine. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Like, well, they don't say that very often, so it's probably important, and I'll listen to it. You know what I mean? Like I said, the one that says may make you drowsy or whatever that hell, that's on about every medicine you can take. But don't go out in the sun's not on all of them.
It's like my son's got I think he posted it on TikTok, a video of him catching chickens with a fish net. And he tied an old man fishing for chickens or something like that. I don't know how it was, but anyway, that thing has got several million views.
No kidding.
Yeah.
John, that's what I used to say about speed limits and the markings of the dirt bike race. Them arrows are just suggestions. I'll make my own trail. These are just suggestions. And most of the pills I took in my younger years didn't come in a bottle. How many people you got in there today, Rusty? It don't show on my end.
21. We had
Oh,
30
cool.
something. We're at 21.
Yep, that's about average for this time of morning. That's about what it averages.
Dang, I brought up their price. So I don't even know what it. Yeah, what's wrong with you, John?
Just because I've used that quote many times in a race. He's like, man, I seen you cutting the course. Nah, man, them arrows are just suggestions. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Follow me next time. It's faster.
Yeah, we'll just cut right across here and get in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm going this way in the woods and I look over and see you going back the other way, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go up here a mile or so and turn and come back this way. So I'll just cut across right now.
That's right. Why go all the way down and bumps around that curve that way?
Exactly.
We can still
Exactly. I
the
just
path right here.
shortcut it. And then the guy tell you, yeah, but there was a checkpoint before that corner. I'm like, oh, you got me. Nothing about my butt hurting. I could explain to you the term monkey butt, but I won't.
Thank you.
Just Google it.
Monkey butt.
Yeah, monkey butt. It's when you're raced. Usually it happens when it's raining or something and it's wet, and from moving back and forth on the seat of the motorcycle, back and up to the front, moving back and forth, your butt gets raw. And they call it monkey butt because it looks like a baboon's butt. I bet he did more than once. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Lou. Dang it. I wasn't going to do that no more. And no, I didn't do that on purpose, J Dog. That was just a mistake. I know what you're going to say. I could have hit my little microphone thing. Yeah, I bet he did too. I don't know though, man. Them chimps are pretty strong. Even a chimpanzee probably rip your arm off if they wanted to. I seen a video. It's been 6 or 8 months ago, but it was at a zoo, and these two ladies were in the gorilla place, and evidently they were cleaning or something, and someone didn't know it, and they raised the gate and let the gorilla out. And these girls were hiding behind stuff. Why, because if that gorilla, they said, if that gorilla got a hold of them, he'd probably killed them. And it was pretty intense video actually. And I mean, you could see the fear in the way they were moving and acting. You know what I mean? That they knew they were in a whole bunch of trouble and they were praying a lot. But it gave me chills watching it. I'll bet. What man, I need to find that video actually because it literally was scary. Because at one point, the one lady's behind a tree that's pretty big around, and as the gorilla's going, she's moving around the tree to stay out of his sight. You know what I mean? And he's within probably 20 feet of her. The other one found like this little nook, cranny place between some rocks. She just got down in and hid. Yeah, yeah, dig a big. Yep. I've been known to maybe roll one of my neighbor's yards when I was a kid on a dirt bike after it rained and do that ditch thing. Just dump the clutch and start shifting. That was Shaq. No, it was a big grill, and I seen video. I don't know. It's been years ago that some guy got. I don't know if it was out in the wild. I think it was out in the wild, and they were taking pictures or something. But the gorilla come running over and grabbed one of the men by his ankle and just took off walking and dragging him like it was dragging a spool of thread. You know what I mean? It wasn't even no resistance to this gorilla, and he dragged him about 30 yards and let him go. But had he not, I mean, he could just snap him in half probably. And chimpanzees are like that. They're like really strong. Yeah, we used to take when we go dirt bike riding with a new person or whatever. No matter where you went and what time of year, you could always find a mud hole somewhere at a dirt bike place. And we would always there'd be a guy lead. The new guy would ride behind him, and then the other people behind him to keep him in between us. Where if he got in trouble, someone was always there to stop and help him. But it was just a tradition to pull up to the first big mud hole, the guy in the lead, and the dude pulls up behind him and stops right behind him, like, oh man, I got you. And just front brake, dump the clutch, and pin it wide open and just completely cover the guy in mud and take off. So, okay, you're one of us now. 42. See, that was us yesterday. It's 52 here right now. Yesterday, I got up in the morning, I think it was 38 degrees with some wind blowing. It was chilly. It it made me dig out the long pants finally. I know I let little guy out last night before going to bed, and I wasn't really paying attention. And when I let him come back in, he stopped and he shook. And heck, it was raining out there. He was soaking wet. I was like, "Here, hold on, little dude. I'll get a big towel. Hold on." So I had to get a big towel and dry him off. But he's a champ. He'll go out in the rain. The big dog says, "Nope, not even thinking about it. I'll wait until it quits raining." She'd go 15 hours without using the bathroom. Today's high is 84. That's about as high as I want it to get ever where I'm at. Stop it, John. I get whatever weather dog's getting, I get the next day usually or that evening. If he's getting, like, if it's raining where John's at or dog's at right now, it's going to be raining here by evening time. Yeah, it is, JG Hill. No kidding, man. 30 pounds. That's a lot of insulation, man. Now, when I had the colon issues, I think I went from 175 down to like 138 or something like that. It was because I couldn't eat solid food for almost a year. I had to, drink like Ensures and crap like that, pudding and, some mashed potatoes and stuff I hated. But I lost a bunch of weight, and I look back now and think, man, I wish I'd have kept most of that off.
Right, Russ. 38 there and raining. Wow. Let's see what it's doing outside right now. It ain't raining, but it is now 52. Still 52.
Yes, 52 here also. That's wild. I like pudding. It was the mashed potato part I was referring to, John. I like turtles. I mean, I like pudding too. Had sleet, no kidding. That's one step away from freezing rain and another step away from snow.
Well, we had quite a bit of raindrop yesterday. My backyard looks like a lake back here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What? Hey, don't start that stuff in here, Rowdy. He said had sleet earlier. No, don't start that stuff.
I done the 6 degrees of separation between sleet and snow.
Mr. Murillo, good morning. He said, yeah, but we aren't allergic to snow, not like our southern family. Hey, I'm not allergic to snow. I like it.
I wouldn't say I like it. I used to like it. I'm not a real big fan of it anymore.
Well, let me
I like to stand inside and look at it.
There you go. That's what I say. Let me rephrase it now. I like to set in the living room with the lights off.
Yep.
The big bay window curtains are open, and I can see it snowing outside.
Yep. I'm with you now. I like that. Yeah, because it. And the other part is at nighttime when you go out, if it's snowing or there's snow on the ground and stuff, it kind of muffles all the sound, so it seems quieter when you're out there.
Right.
Heck yeah, coach coming.
He said he had COVID again. Oh my goodness,
Are
man!
you
How many
kidding
times
me?
that makes 4 times, don't it?
Is he a teacher or something, or just around a bunch of people?
Sand is better than snow. I agree with that. Hey, Roger. Good morning.
I will, JG. Yeah, I'll stop in there. Hey, good morning, Roger.
Roger and Jackie's going to be fishing with the Benoit ladies this weekend. I don't know what day or what time or if
Oh
they.
yeah, up in the bay.
I not in the bay. I think they're going to be in Ohio. On
Yeah,
Ohio.
Sandusky, Ohio, up in the bay, Sandusky Bay or whatever it's called.
I don't know. How
I,
so Ohio
well,
River.
that's the place where you went with John Oler and them up there in the bay, wasn't or harbor, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
but I
Oh,
was
they're
told
gonna
it's
be
going to be on the.
fishing on the river. Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
Put
I was
them
told on the Ohio River.
put them girls on some big fish.
Roger said, "Big fish. What's that?"
Oh yeah.
You
I
got
can
to
see
remember that's
that.
part of the river up there that Pay Lake purchased them fish from them guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you should be able to sink their boat if you see them out there.
Oh, they think he got it at the game last week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I watched a deal where a guy was commenting on these crime deals, and this one juvenile gal, she was 16. She was going through there, walking down. She run off from not juvenile, but she run off from foster care,
Yeah.
and she had COVID real bad. She tested positive, and she was walk. They caught her walking down the street, and she was coming up to every guy she come to and kissed.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I punch that girl in the mouth.
and nobody knew they had COVID. The cops didn't even know it.
Yep.
And
But
she
still,
throw
and
herself on the cops, and finally the social workers came out there and said she tested positive for COVID. We quarantined her, and she left.
there you go,
She don't like to
JG.
be told what to do, and oh man, there was about 15 guys they had to round up and get tested.
Yeah, I'm not letting no damn stranger, I don't care how good looking she is, come up and kiss me. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. First off, there's something wrong with you good looking woman like you want to kiss a little short fat guy like me. So no, stop. I don't want you. Get away from me. I'm scared.
Well, from looking at her, from what I seen, I think I'd had to kick her like, get away from me, yo.
Yeah, that's why I punched her in the mouth. That way, at least her mouth would be bleeding. She wouldn't be able to do it to other people.
I mean, she had nose piercing, she had face piercing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's definitely not going to come up and kiss me.
16 years old, and she had them eyelashes that they wear that comes out there about 2.5 inches and curl up. They look like
Yeah.
giant granddaddy long leg spiders on her face.
Yep. And JG Hill, you're 100% right, man. If you're sick, stay at the house.
Yep.
It used to be if you're sick, work would get mad at you for calling in. Now they're like, dude, if you're sick, stay home. If you even think you're sick, stay home.
Yep.
We don't want the whole shop sick. Yeah, I guess I better start my crappy day.
Start your crappy day, crappy day.
Yeah.
Every day's a good day, Buggy. We're awake, alive, and doing what we love to do, or just doing stuff.
Well, I wish I'd have remembered to put that sill stuff where I was talking about because I think it's leaking by the windshield or something, and so I know I'm going to go out there and the seat or something's going to be wet in the car. I know it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd trade that thing for a Ford Escape in a heartbeat if I could find a good one.
Roland Martin almost gave me COVID. Was with him at rant one morning. Next day he had COVID. What did you give him COVID to? Now y'all stop talking about Eric's girlfriend. That isn't right. uh, Good morning, Dave Bozart. He said, "Good morning, Buggy."
Morning, Dave.
Just put some duct tape on it.
Super glue and duct tape. You're good to go.
Yeah, I was watching that show. I can't remember what show it is. I had to go out and go back into YouTube and see what the guy does it. He does commentary on it and stuff. He's funny. Uh, this one cop got this one woman. She had them long eyelashes don't come up. They look like little spikes because they didn't fluff them out. They just matted together like spikes. And she was batting her eyes at him. He goes, "Ma'am, please don't bat your eyes at me. I'm afraid you're going to stab me with those."
Could you imagine how weird that feels to have them glued on your eyelids? There's
And
just
they stick out like
yeah,
they
yeah.
look like this.
Yep. There's just
I
stuff I couldn't do, and that's kind of stuff
mean,
like that'd drive me nuts.
they're like 2.5 inches long, coming
Yeah.
out, curl up like that.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know, I'm like he's always saying, "Oh, check that pause, check that girl's eyelashes." Oh my God, yeah, she guilty. She guilty. Them eyelashes are blocking her deception of doing the right thing. You take them eyelashes off, officer, and she'll snap out of it.
Hey, John, I live about 8 miles from a 3M factory, and my buddy worked there that owns this house. He's a journeyman electrician, and he brought me home some real duct tape like they had back in the day. This stuff, when you put it on, it don't come off, and it'll stay stuck to whatever you put it on.
Well, it's
And
like look. Go
I had
ahead.
it put up in the garage and hid from my dad because he'll put duct tape on everything back in the day. And he
Hey,
found,
duct tape, melon water.
man, I'm telling you, this duct tape here, you ain't going to be able to buy it nowhere. You know what I mean? It was kind of green. It almost looked like the kind we used in the military. But
Well, you know that Gorilla Tape, my liner slipped on my pool one time and it broke way down.
yep,
I drained the water down below it, and I couldn't pull it back up unless I drained the whole thing down. Then that means I had to take the whole top off at one side just to get it back over. So I said, "Well, it's been patched a couple times. We'll get a new liner next year." So I just dried it down. I put Gorilla Tape down it, one strip down it, and hold it to the side, and it held all summer long.
hmm,
And then when it got real cold, it broke loose.
yeah. And I got some 3M double sided tape also from him. That's really good. It works good. Fortunately I got it put up, and Dad never found it. But he used almost that whole roll of tape. I got it. It's and it was one of them big rolls, about I don't know, probably 8 inches across. And
Yeah.
he used all, but it's down to about 4 inches.
What's a gaff tape? I never heard of that.
Yeah. Oh, I know what he's talking about, for like in studios or whatever, when they run the wires along the floor and stuff, and they're called the gaffers, and they use that tape to hold them down. I think is what he's talking about. Yep, sure did. I remembered at the last minute. With the tape you buy, the Chinese tape that you buy at like the dollar store and stuff, yeah, it ain't worth a darn.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, see, I thought I was close. It's the gaffer is the guy that does camera stuff and things in a movie production or whatever. And they use it to tape the wires down. And I'll bet you money if you look at the inside of the roll, it's made by 3M probably.
Hold on a second. I gotta look at something, Buggy. I'll be right back.
We'll keep a tweaker at bay. But yeah, I cherish that roll of tape. I got it hid right now. It's hid in a box special for when I use my dirt bike stuff. Okay, I'll wait. I was gonna say it's 8. I gotta go, but I'll be right back. I gotta go pee. I ain't lying.
Let's see here. I doubt I get that picture loaded. Oh man, it won't let me load the picture. What the?
You don't have any socks either.
I can't figure out why it's doing that. Oh, it won't let me load that up. I wish I could load that up. Let me see if it'll do it right here.
All right, y'all. I got to go.
It won't let-
I'll be watching on the phone, but I got work I got to get done.
It won't let me load up. It's funny though. Hey, send it to Buggy. I think it's him. Morning, my number one fan. J Dog, you're too funny, man. Hey, Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Hello, hello, hello. My dad sent me to my grandfather's house for sky hooks. He sent me back with a heavy chain. I had to carry it.
All right, I'll see you guys.
Hey, wait a minute now. Oh, he left out of here. I was wanting J Dog send that to him. Yep, I agree. That's Buggy all the way. They won't let me download the picture on here. Sucks. I've downloaded in a heartbeat. And it's a funny picture, y'all. I mean, I wish I could download it on here. Yeah, I seen that picture, and I was like, damn. Ah. Well, that was funny. He said, I learned. I imagine so. It's like at one time we was working at a place, and this one guy over there, and the stitch cord went long enough, so he told him go over to the tool room over and tell that guy over you want a cord stretcher or a stitch cord. He went over to the tool room. That guy said, "Well, I don't have it here. You got to go way down yonder to the other end of the factory." So that this guy down there, he got it out. He's supposed to brought it back. He should be doing it now. So he walked way over. He was gone for half a shift. When he come back, said he couldn't find it. The foreman fired him. He said, "You're that stupid." The Navy Pot would send new guys to in the runway for prop wash. They would get the guy 5 gallon bucket of sand to carry back. Oh man. That'd be something. That 5 gallon bucket of sand. Hey, so there's your prop wash right there. Take it. Turn it. Buggy left quick, didn't he? He said, I don't want to see that picture. I know a 5 gallon bucket of water weighs 50 pounds. I think it's 50 pounds. I can imagine what a 5 gallon bucket of sand weighs. Yeah, man on a mission. Can you imagine his hands when he got back? That gum, I got to do this again. troubles this morning. Having troubles this morning. Let's see if we can get Ernie up here. I know Ernie ain't doing nothing. Back in the it was frame stretchers, yeah. Rogers J Dog does replicas. He found one. Let's put it that way. Her love seat to a sofa. Fridge, dude. Roger, just if you want to see it, just message him, tell him you want to see the picture that he sent Rusty. Hey, that picture you sent Rusty. Uh, I want to see it. I tell you, it's funny. Received my FOA fish sling yesterday. Great product. Don't forget Troy's virtual fishing this afternoon. Not sure if it's 1300 hours or 14. I think he goes live at 2 o'clock, don't he? His time, the Eastern time, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Ain't that when he goes live? That's usually when he goes live. Did you get it? That Cheeto looked like a little nugget. Look. Yeah, he said to me, "Is this look like Buggy?" I don't know if it look like Buggy or not, but the way he talks, it might be. He sent me a picture. I downloaded my photos, but with me being on the free plan, it won't let me put it on the display. I don't even know if it let me show what I've already got on there. Yeah. Yeah, it won't even let me show that, but it lets me.
Look at this.
It lets me play stuff like that, but it won't let me show pictures or nothing like it now. He added that's a picture. This one's for Buggy. Hey, Chef Sketty, been a long time. How you doing? I'm doing good. It's okay. I got my eyes on you all. He capital letters telling he got you. Did he send it to you, Buggy? Buggy probably said, "Yeah, I wonder where I lost that." Oh my goodness. I don't know. Let me look. I wonder where I lost that. I lost you. You lost that out there on the boat that day, I guess. You didn't get it yet? I'll send it to you later. Pinched it off like his fingers. Oops, got the dropsies. Yeah, it sure has been a minute. You're good? Awesome. Yeah, I can't believe you sent that to me. That was funny. Well, I thought it was funny anyway. Oh, oh, I get the image out of my head. Okay. I had to tell Buggy, you sure you didn't get your oil checked when you was out there? No, it ain't John. Don't worry, I ain't got time for John Childish thing. It ain't John, Buggy. Bugman, Cheetos, duct tape, tater guns, sky hooks, core stretching tools. You can learn all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, you sure can. I'll have to take that picture and make a little. They don't quit. You better go up there to White Castles. You're moving in on some territory, ain't you? Looks I don't run by skyhooks. John, I don't know. I have no idea. Uh, J Dog, send it to it. Let you know what we're talking about. Or somebody sent it to it. Roger, no, you ain't doing it. I sent it to him. Well, you might be driving though.
I mean, does this look okay?
Let me see. I'm sorry about that, folks. Wife's talking to him.
You should never apologize for me.
You are. Nobody said, where'd they go? I'm still here. John says, let folks breakfast is ready. Ready. Man, I tell y'all what. I got a dog says, morning, Uncle Live. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. She was telling me about gonna do a Walmart pickup and stuff this afternoon. I don't think I'm gonna be able to mow that yard down. I think it's gonna be too wet mowing his yard. I might have to do it tomorrow. But we'll see. Hey, Mr. Tully, good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Ah, man, I tell you what. Ah, love you too, babe. Yooper, what's that? A what? One of my cords fell. I gotta go fix it. Hey, Mr. Yoper. Yoper Hardney. Oh, Debbie says 49 degrees there. That's done dropped down to 51. It's been dropping 51, 52, 51, 52. Oh, White Castles. Dang, Mr. Tully said it's Chris 25. You win. I ain't ready for 25-degree weather. No, I ain't ready yet. I still ain't took my pump off my well out there yet. Oh, he's just getting ready for the hunt tomorrow with the grandkids. Awesome. I hope y'all get one. Yep, he's the winner. Yeah, 25 degrees. Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, he's the winner. Now, if Don Hart gets in here, he usually comes in right as soon as I shut this down. He'll probably say he's 15. Ernie, what you doing? What are you doing, Ernie? Oh, Abby. 25. I ain't ready for that 25-degree weather. Y'all ready for 25-degree weather? I'm not. 25-degree weather, I don't even want to look outside. I don't even want to go outside. He said no. I'll say I'm like, 25, man. He's playing Farm Simulator, listening to you till Chrissy gets up. Yeah, you better get them chickens fed and you better get out there and milk them cows for Hog Leg gets sitting there and said, Ernie, what you been doing all morning, bud? What doc you pay? Said Boss Hog, he get in there. What was that? I have no idea. Man, I can't even mow my yard. I can mow part of it. The other part I can't even mow. It's like a lake back here, man. Water standing everywhere. Man, oh man, oh man, ain't nobody chopping in the chat. What's going on? Come on, do something to talk about. I feed off you guys' response, and y'all feed off mine. I don't know. Got 23 people here watching. I appreciate y'all coming in here, hanging out this morning. Got to wait till she gets up. Got to wait till she gets up. What do you got to wait till she gets up for? Make sure you better get her the coffee when she does. So I can go to town. But she sleep with the keys. She won't let you have the keys to the truck, would she? You ain't getting them keys till I wake up, buddy. Oh, Ernie. It's already made for her. All she got to do is wake up and get a cup, huh? Yeah, JG, I'm fishing Saturday in a cat claws tournament. It's either going to be held on a Trophy Seeker Outdoors. It's going to be held on Trophy Seeker Outdoors and Two Stands Fishing. Tonight, we find out late tonight that who channel that I will be on, and everybody's going to find out tonight whose channel they're going to be on. But it's going to be in the morning. I mean, Saturday morning, starting at 9 Eastern time, a.m. Yep, Cast for Kids. Yep, that's right. I need to drop money I made in back so I can order parts for the steel saw. Got lucky I had enough scrap to sell. But yeah, I'll be fishing Saturday in that tournament. I stand a good chance of winning one part of it. The biggest fish, I probably won't get that, but the most weight, that's what I'm shooting for. But yeah, Cast for Kids is for kids with disabilities. It helps them out. All donations go to them, and it's a good cause. So y'all please come on over there. You can go into uh, come on Adam's channel, Cat Claws, and come in there. You can find out how to donate there. You donate right then. Lisa, hello, Lisa, and lots of giveaways for $5 donations to Cash for Kids during that night. Yes, that is true. If you get $5 donations, the after live deal, they will have drawings for those who donated. And there's a lot of stuff. They know they got a lot of donations, good stuff. Oh boy, outdoors. Good morning. I'm still getting over shoulder surgery, but I figured you would be dressed for the weather out in the river this morning. No, I got stuff to do today, tomorrow to get ready for Saturday. Got that fishing tournament Saturday, so I got stuff I got to get done today and tomorrow. And this rained all day yesterday, and it's put me back behind the clock there, so to speak. So I need to go over there and see if I can mow that yard. If I can't, I'll have to do it tomorrow. Then I've got a lot of running to do tomorrow. Then I got to go to Arkansas, pick up my granddaughter, bring her back so she can fish with me Saturday morning. I mean, it is for Cast for Kids, so it's good if people just don't take it that serious, a tournament deal. If you want to bring your kid, and let them fish. Let them help you. So with that being said, my granddaughter's gonna put a whooping on them. I'm telling you. That's if the fish cooperate. If they don't, they don't. And speaking of dress for weather, I got to get me some insulated bib overalls too. If I'm gonna do any fishing when this colder weather comes up. I like fishing when it's cooler weather, but not extremely cold. And if it's like 30 degrees out there, or 34 degrees, or 32 degrees. It ain't so bad if the wind ain't blowing. If that wind's blowing, it ain't going. It's gonna be cold. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be cold. I've sat out there and fished one time. Wind went blowing. It was like 29 degrees, 30 degrees. It was actually quite nice. It didn't feel like it was that cold. And then all of a sudden it started sleeting its butt off, snowing. It's always guaranteed boat ride, not guaranteed fish. It's fish. Yep, that's right. But I think that this tournament here, I think it's going to be a bank only. I think it's bank only. Yeah. Got biggest fish, most weight, 3 rod limit. Got to use the cat claws rod holders. I think it's bank only. And if people go out of boat and they're that dam or something in heavy waters, they'll be pulling out some monster catfish. So Lisa Elliott, good morning. But I think if we have to use cat claw rod holders, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the bank. Do you have a cat claw rod holder show? Yeah, out the vehicle I do. They're out there in the old fishing van. I don't have none in here. Dog mine something else. Nope, I don't have one in here. It's out there in the old fishing van. Got 2 of them out there. I painted one orange, a real orange, and then one white. Because I've run out of orange, but I had plenty of white. So I did the little white. I painted both of them orange. JG, he has a website, best rod holder ever had. Got to. Yeah, Buggy, I think you got some coming. It's on the way, don't you? Yeah. Yes, it's any fish. Yep. Any fish type. That's what I asked him. I said, well, I can go fishing in it. I said, I think I caught a flathead Monday. I caught a flathead and a channel cat. So I can probably catch something if the river cooperates. But the river's on a rise fast on Monday. I don't know what it's doing right now. I imagine it's coming on up. Especially after it rained yesterday. It was a slow rain headed that direction. I'm not even going to go look at my carp spot out there because I know the water's up high out there. I'm just hoping by Saturday it's down where it's supposed to be at. I think she may be up a few, will know a few. Yeah, Double Hook's got some good rod holders. I've never used one like that. That's got the dip on it, but in the front. That's usually like how I don't like care too much of a pole set straight up like that. I usually like to have them like this here. And that's how you set them in his, probably both ways, but even with Adams, I can set it at that angle. Yep, there it is. Cat Claw Rod Holders, LLC.com. Thank you, Buggy. He said, I love some cat claws. I need 6 up. Well, there you go, Buggy. Drop a link to it. I'm gonna try to buy when I get the money. I'm gonna try to order one more, uh, so that way I can have three. Because I like fishing with 3 rods when I'm on the river. I don't like fishing no more than 3. I either fish with 2 or 3. Some places I don't need them. I can put the pole in the rock or the preventment. And some places I can use them. Fish with 4 rods from the bank. Well, here in Missouri, we can fish up to 50 as long as you're legal 2. Anything over 2, you got to have your name, conservation number, or your name and address on it. But you can have up to 50 rods out. And I'm this type of person. If I can't get it done with 6 or 8 rods, I'm not gonna get it done with 3. And when you're fishing on that river, you got a lot of rods out. You go to throw out, they all come to one spot down that river. I mean, it's just that river so fast, it moves down, boom, boom, boom. That's why when you fish on the Mississippi River, you throw one way out there, then you stagger to come in, because the lines will go down. That's right, Buggy. That's right. It's got a good product. It's like me. I'm not sponsored by Chasing Outdoors, but I will push his products. His Chasing Jack's rod that I got from him, and he sent me 2 of them, and I got 2 of them right over there, and I took one of them out carp fishing, and I'm gonna tell you, man, that thing's pretty stout. Okay, old boy outdoors. Hope therapy goes good for you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in, hanging out with us. We talk a bunch of nonsense in here. Yep, you lose a lot of sinkers like Mississippi River because it seems like our side is not real sandy. The far side is. For some reason, our side is a lot of gumbo, and it drops like this down there, and it puts cracks in it. And you'll go down, and you'll be thinking you get a bite. You'll come up, you think you got one because it's slowly pulling up through the mud, and then all of a sudden it's hung up, and you got to break off, or it finally pull through it. And if you hang a fish, it pulls it out of it. But if you don't, man, you lose a lot of sinkers. And for some reason, down our side, right there over the Madrid, they tie off a lot of barges through there. And so they got ropes and cables down in that water, and they're laying down that bank and stuff. And it's just unbelievable. And there's a bunch of pipes sticking up in one spot where they used to have a pumping station right there. And so, yeah, you'll lose a lot of stuff. That's why I don't, unless it's in a spot that I know it's pretty clear, I'll use like a Demon Dragon torpedo type deal. Rather than that, I don't do that. Just put a swivel on there, hook and a sinker, and throw it out. That Demon Dragon up, if you got it on there, and even though the current's pulling it, it's pulling it like this, and the beads are just rolling back and forth. And I mean, that thing has to be whipping and doing this to get that rattling sound going. If you're fishing in water that makes that thing do that, that's you're doing some fishing. That's the only I think of. Yep, I use a 20-pound test on my sinker line. When I use a 3-way swivel, that's what I normally use. And then I take on my hook line, I got I think 65-pound hook line. Only thing bad about that 3-way swivel, though, the biggest part of the time when you go to throw it out and it starts going down, that sucker will wrap around your hook line and stuff. And most time it's just when you reel it in. But I have reeled it in where it's been wrapped around it. But yeah, that's what I use, 20-pound test line. Abby, what you doing? Abby, what you doing? Abby. Oh, what was this? That was a crumb at the bottom of my onion chips from White Castle. White Castle. Said water started to get colder here. Flathead bite is slow. I caught one Monday. It was I think it wound up being 9.4 time I took off for the grippers. It was 9.7. I took off 3 ounces for the gripper. So what's that? 7.654, 9.4. And when it hit hard. Hit that live bluegill like it was going out of style. But yeah, I've noticed that the bite's slow. It had slowed down. But what got me was it was after 10 o'clock when that flathead hit. I'm like, wow, it's moving around down there. I figured they'd hit real early in the morning, real late in the evening, but I didn't get time to do any evening fishing down there. And but I might go down there one evening and try one afternoon till the dark. I don't know. It depends on how, because I know the river's coming up. Because when I left, that water, oh man, uh it raised at least 8 inches when I was down there. What he says, moving towards December here, it is big fish time. That's what I've been doing. I've been throwing 9/0 circle hooks offset from Stellar Fishing Tackle, and then I've been putting big chunks, cut chunks of bluegill on there, and one live one on one rod, and then one rod I put one big chunk, and then the other rod, my 12-foot rat rod uh, I got the 2 hook system where you put 2 hooks in one piece of meat there, but I've got one like a big head, a big chunk body part. I mean, a big head on the top hook, and the bottom, I got the rest of it where I cut it in half, and on the bottom, and it looks like one fish, but it's 2 big chunks. And and so I've been fishing with that like that. Rusted, what bank size rod do you like? I like 10-foot. Uh, that's perfect. You can get good distance with that 10-foot. Uh, and it's got plenty of backbone. And anything over 10, especially on the Mississippi River, you got like trees behind your rocks, the bank's like this. And so if you're trying to stand like this on that bank and throw out, your rod's like to go to hit, and you have to hold it up at an angle and try to throw it out. And so, because I got a 12-footer, and it's tough sometimes trying to throw that out when you look back here and your tip of your rod's close to the rocks back here, so you got to stand sideways, long ways down, and throw it out, and it usually don't go where you want it. So 10-foot, I find 10-foot is perfect because that's what I want. And I got that Team Catfish rod. I call it the rat rod after river rat, and and then one day I'm gonna get me 2 10-footers. I just ain't decided on what kind of 10-footers I want yet. But I think 10-foot rods for bank fishing is perfect. A lot of people like 12-footers. If you got plenty of room back here to throw a 12-footer, go for it. Because the longer the rod, if you throw it right, you can get some good distance with it. And I'm a big old boy, so 10-footer, I can get a lot of distance out of a 10-footer because I get a lot of distance out of that 12. But to me, a 10-foot rod is perfect. Sinker weight, what, 5 ounce? It just depends. If I'm in extreme heavy current, I have put 2/8 on there, and it still move it down, but it don't move it as far. But most of the time, it's 4, 5, 6 ounce. Most time it's 5 ounce, and 6s. And if I'm in a little calmer water, like this one spot on the river where I've been fishing in that little cove there, you can see the greenery right down from it. I've been throwing like a 3 or a 2, a 3 or a 4 out there, uh, because there's not a whole lot of current and it gets hung up real fast on the sinker. So, and then there's a place right there where you don't get hung up, and that's good for it. It just goes right down and it stops. And then the other spot of the river over there, I'll use a 6 to an 8. But most of the time, it's yeah, 4 or 5. And then for my line, I got a Power Pro 65-pound braid, and I just love that stuff, man. When I was out Monday and that channel cat hit, it kept running, 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 and I wouldn't throw it out that far. And but I thought he was still up close. I thought it was a big one, but the line got down in the when the guy started the barge up, the boat up right there, he kind of backwashed a little bit, and he got the line moved it into the rocks, and so the fish, the line was through the rocks. So I'm glad that guy come up there in a boat and asked if I want to get in the front of it, go out there and get it. And I did, and I was sitting there and went, well, the line came loose, I could feel it fighting. I said, what in the world? And I kept jigging the rod out there, and finally the line came loose. I did it like 3 or 4 times. Finally, we got the channel cat in, that 8-pounder, and I said, no wonder it felt like a big one. Had that line wrapped on it rocks. And I checked that braid, and that braid didn't have it didn't cut, didn't have a scar, didn't have nothing in it, nothing. Now the sinker line, I still had it, the sinker, and I still had the I got the fish in, but the 65-pound leader line that I used for the hook, now it had some abrasion on it, but not bad. Oh man, I usually don't go for PBs. I just go for fishing. Uh, but right now, I went with J Dog and I caught my PB flathead's 22-pound, and my PB blue is 25 and a half. If I catch a new PB, it's great, but I'm there. I don't believe in going sitting all day long and waiting on a monster fish. They're great. They're fun. They're good bragging rights and stuff like that. You brag on them, show them off. It's awesome. But I go to fish. I want to catch fish. So if a big one hits, hey, that's like a deer hunting. You sit out there, you're a meat hunter, but if that monster buck walks out and he's the first one that walks out you see, you take him, that antlers are a bonus. That's the way I look at it, the big fish. It's a you want to get a big fish, but you mainly want to catch fish. And I catch a great big old monster. I say, oh, there we go. I'm excited. But I get excited on all of it. I go crappie fishing. I catch a crappie like that there. I said, well, I got to go. When do I get upside? Look at the little keychain crappie. I start laughing. I had a fun time. What I consider a monster, most people don't. They say, it's a little dink. No, well, it's a monster to me. I tell people, just go enjoy fishing. If you want to go out there and sit all day, wait on that big monster, hey, you're a big cat chaser. I can understand that. But you can catch them big cats as well as you can them small ones. Giggle Billy, good morning. So where you catch them small ones, that big one, he'll hit that hook. Yeah, light tackle is fun. Yep. That's what I did on that carp. I had that medium rod over there for skipjack rod. And I think it was 17-pound test line, Cajun line, that was on that reel there. I got some 20 here somewhere, but I got some 17 that I bought, and I put on that one reel. And it was fun catching them carp on that light stuff. Hey, Denise, good morning. Yeah, light tackle. I love light tackle. I mean, don't get me wrong, folks. If you want to be a big cat chaser, go for it. I mean, that's your thing. It's just my thing is that I want to catch fish. And in the process, I might catch a monster. Because my biggest channel cat that I ever caught came off of a hook. I don't even know if I've got one here. Yep, I got one right here. You see this hook right here? All right, see that hook right there? What I use for my carp fishing. Okay, look at that. How small that hook is. All right, I use hooks like this all of the time, especially for channel cat. And I caught a 30 and a 28 off a hook no bigger than that right there with chicken liver on it. Oh, Eddie Gross got morning. He's playing Timo. But yeah, hook no bigger than that right there, and I caught my biggest channel cats on a hook that size. I never started using circle hooks until I started fishing, doing YouTube videos, and I discovered them on there from people that was using them stuff. And somebody sent me some, and I liked them, and I started using them then. Only 4 people received some of my jelly on YouTube. You're one, J. What, number 6? Yep. I think it's what it is, 6. I found I can take and put just a small piece of weed on there like a worm to cut the edge of the chicken liver. I throw that out there. I had a Shimano reel, a small one, like almost like a micro. It's a small one. And it was a Shimano rod. When they first come out, you can buy them dirt cheap because they wasn't popular then. They just came out. And they didn't get popular until the pro bass fishermen started using them. And but they wasn't that popular then, so I got the whole setup for like 20 something bucks. And the rod wasn't, but I think it was 5'6", 5'6" rod. It was just mainly used for like bass fishing or something. And I liked the way it looked, and I just throw that joker out there, man, little bitty piece of chicken liver on it, wedged in the rocks, and I'm sitting there pouring my coffee, and I had to look over that rocks like this. I mean, it just bent double. Oh, look here, bud. Oh, that's awesome, Denise. I appreciate it. Yeah, hook sizes. A lot of people can get confused on their hook sizes. Yeah. Because your straight shank J hook is different hook size than your straight shank, say, offset hook with barbs. And you got, because I've got a number 6 straight shank and it was like way smaller. And I guess the circle hooks, I don't know why they put them at odds for, but I guess they just keep them separate from the J hooks or something. Wait, make that 5 people. People like me. I mean, what do you prefer to use, JG? Do you like J hooks, circle hooks? What's your preferred hook size for catching fish that you would say you would just go out and normally catch? I mean, I'm not an expert on this. Now. I'm just telling you what I do, what I use. Yeah, Eagle Claw is the only U.S. made hook. That's why I said the other day, most other hooks should come from overseas. I mean, before the catfish community, I thought hooks were hooks. You know, they make hooks for different kinds of fish, right? So I used to use a 6/0, the Eagle Claw 6/0, you know, the stainless ones. Uh, and they were good hooks, but I don't know if I just got a bad couple packs of them, but I'll be fighting a fish and all of a sudden they let go. They just don't feel right. This fish was hitting hard, so I know he's hooked good. Reel it in, and the hook will be broke on the shank, the long part of the shank. It'll be broke. Now it's a circle hook. And then I have got them in, grabbed a hold of the fish by the mouth, go take that hook out, and the hook would break. The shank would break on. I'm like, what in the world's going on with this? This ain't. And that's eagle claw. So I quit using them. And besides, I'm not a big fan of the stainless hooks anyway, because stainless, man, you know how many years it takes for that to rot out and hook them out, fish them out? That fish would have to set up a bad infection and that hook wiggle out. Or he goes up under something, grabs it with a hook and pulls it out. Other than that, it takes several years for a regular hook to rust out of its mouth. I use long shade hooks for live bait brim fishing. Oh, when you're going after flatheads, easy to get them out of smallmouth. Yep. Oh, you talk about when you're catching bluegill for flatheads or something, or going to eat. Yeah. Yeah, I like the long ones, the little bitty ones, the cricket ones. That's long. They don't have a tendency of swallowing that hook down their throat, killing them if you want to keep them alive for fishing. I mean, they're just good little hook set in the lip, pull it out, throw it in the live well bucket. Yeah, it's what I use. I think I got any in here. I used to, but I think I've used them all. Yeah, I don't have that in here. See, another good hook for carp is now I got the eagle claw, or this is the mustad J hook. It's got the big eye in it. It's the J hook. I use that for carp sometimes. It's got a good sharp point on there, but it don't have the curve what the other hook's got right here. It's mostly come down and straight up and comes out a little bit. So these hooks have a tendency to come out a little bit if they fight too much. But most normally that's my setup. I got like I got some bait casters over there. It's got 30-pound mono on it, big game. And then I got one that on the video that I had just posted will be catching that flathead. That's got that orange crush with that loose reel I bought up there at the Ozarks for $80. It's got 20-pound test mono on it. And I'm fixing to change it out with a orange braid if I can find my orange braid, because my granddaughter comes in here. She gets my little trout bait jars here off here. She plays with them, and she gets my fishing line, and I don't know what she does with them, but she likes to stack them, unstack them, play with them. So she's done something with the braid. I have to find it. I had the cart rigs with the cages. They have hair rigs with number 6 hooks. I make my own. So there, I got the little number 6 right there. Usually I got this. It's about 2 inches from that down to there's a piece of braid on there. It's real light. It floats. Got these off Temu. I got 20 of them for like $2. And then I think I won 25 for free. And you can see I just got that. This here's got that 17-pound test Cajun line on there. That's what I use to pack my bait on. Take it right there, put 3 pieces of corn on there. It floats. Like this one I got up here, the line on it's about 3.5 inches from the bottom of the deal. I don't really like it that far because it's too far away from the pack bait. And when you throw it out, it usually gets hooked up on top of the pack bait. I don't like that. And so I got to shorten that one there up, because when they're munching around that pack bait, say they're sitting right here and they're munching around on that pack bait right there. You want that hook about this far from it with your corn. When they're munching on it, they're gonna see it, they're gonna grab that corn too. Then if it's far away from it, floating up, they're gonna be down here to pack bait, then they have to go up and get that. But I want it to be right there, so when they go to munching on that pack bait. No, I don't use fake corn. I use whole sweet kernel corn. Put 3 pieces on it. I got plenty. I can put 4, but 3 seems to float better. I know some that uses the fake corn. It just has to be yellow. That yellow color, and they put on there. It don't even have to be smell. But I know some people they'll take it. And they'll put like vanilla flavoring on it or some kind of flavoring on it. Fake corn. I think that you should be able to take a yellow piece of sponge. You seen them treble hooks for catfish and they got that yellow sponge on there? I think you can take that little sponge thing off there that soaks the blood up. I think you can tear that half in 2 and put it on that hook. And if you want to, you can dip it in your corn juice or not. Just throw that out there and it's going to see that yellow and it's going to grab it. Rusty said, I need some of those things, Rusty. Rat rod. If I was carp fishing, I would have no confidence in fake corn. Yeah. But I'm going to experiment with that because I don't, man, I had some of that down here. What is this? And that's my bass box. I have to look, see if I got some. I imagine I got some out there in the building where I still got a bunch of leftover stuff that I had from my bait shop that I had over at Portersville. But I'm going to take that yellow sponge and weed on there like a little worm because it'll float. I'm going to see if they hit that. I think they will. I think they will. I mean, you can always look in your pack bait and get a little bit of that yam or something like that and squeeze it in that little piece of yellow and throw it out there. You know they're going to grab it. And I think it would save on putting the corn on there because that sponge will be there. You ain't gonna hardly get that sponge off. I think it's just with it being yellow, it'll work. So we're gonna try it. I got some ideas I want to try for a video and try different things to put on the end of that hook because you have to buy that fake corn. I don't mess with it because if they hit that fake corn and they tear it off, knock it off, and it starts floating off the water, bye bye money. With the corn that I get out of the can, yeah, I paid for the can of corn, but I'm using it to catch carp. I'm having a good time. Then after I'm done with it, if I keep it a couple of days and I go back fishing again, it's great. If not, I'll take it out there and I'll throw it out there and let the bird, it'll dry and the birds will eat it. So it's a win-win situation. But I'm afraid if I try to use that fake corn, it's going to come off there and I'll have to put another piece of fake corn on there. But why do that when I can just put regular corn on it? But do you have a pull cart for bank gear? Do you have a pull cart for bank gear? Yes, I do. It's in the old fishing van out there. I found it on Amazon. I don't remember the name of it. It's got aired up rubber, got good knobby tires on it. They got tubes in it. They air up. I took in PVC pipe. I think it's a inch and a half, might be inch and a half, might be 2 inch. I don't remember. Cut them down. I drilled a hole through the bottom and one hole through the back, and I bolted it. Drilled a hole inside the frames and bolted it. And I bolted all the way across through the pipe with my pole set down on it like that, up in the tube. Boom. And I put 6 of them on there. And man, that thing's been a good deal. I ain't had no problem. I just wish the handle was a little longer. Because when you're trying to pull it up boat ramp tall as I am, you're pulling it and said, well, pull the front tire off the ground. And I think I didn't get for it. I just found it because I got it for Christmas one year, like last year or year before last, can't remember. and I think it was like 120, 28 bucks, something like that. And it's all metal, all metal. Dominic talks about it. He said he'd like to have one like that with the air tires and not the hard plastic stuff because it pulls across the sand a lot better. And plus, I can take and use it around here to put stuff on because the sides, the front, the back, the two sides, you can take them off and just have the flatbed trailer, and I move stuff right here on it. Now I can hook it up to my ride mower. Boy, I just can keep 2 tarp straps on it, across the front, across the back, and not only when it's empty, it keeps the sides together because I don't like the side lip latches they got on there because they kind of wiggle out. And so the tarp straps help. And if I put a cooler on there, I can take a tarp strap, go from one side and hold my cooler down. Does Amazon sell those little feeding cages? I imagine they do. Just look up carp, wire carp pack bait rigs, I guess is what you call it. Creed Gardner Fishing. How you doing? What's going on, Creed? But yeah, I think you can look them up on there. I think I've seen them on there. But I got, like I said, I got mine from Temu. I got the 20 that I got. I give like $2 for a little over $2, $2.36 what it was. And then I had 125 for free playing games on there. And I've gave quite a few of them away, and I'll be right back. But up, Buck. That hurt. Now, if y'all want to know, man, I kicked that back clear a while ago and I barefooted. Oh, it hurt my toes. If y'all want to know the best carp bait out there, go to my videos and find it. I got a video on it, what it takes. I use a blender. I didn't blend nothing up because the blender was so loud, but I had the before and after and how I mixed it and what I put in it and how it's supposed to look when you get done. And that one ingredient I put in there that a lot of people got good carp bait out there, but I have yet to see anybody use that compared to the carp bait I made. I found this on Richard Jean, the Fishing Machines channel. He's got it on his too. You can check it out there. It's not original. I didn't make this. I just copied what he done because I wanted to try it. And I have yet to see anybody catch the amount of carp out there that I caught, that I catch using that bait. I mean, I have tried other carp bait and I have caught carp on it. I tried hooks and hammocks. I tried other ones and I have caught carp on that stuff. And it's good bait. I would use it when I had nothing else. I would definitely use that bait. That stuff I got, I have yet to see anybody catch the amount of carp on there. I mean, it's just unreal. And that little river I fish in, that's a river. It goes up and down. Them fish are free flow up and down. There's no dams. There's no beaver dams cutting across or nothing. I mean, they go for miles and miles and miles. And I sit out there in that one little spot, pow, 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 and just tear them up. It's just sort of rustic. I'm going to make something like you made. Oh, River Rat, you're fishing in that tournament Saturday, aren't you? I hope you're able to, if you are. But yeah, you want to go check that video out if you want to do some carp fishing, because I always tell people if you love catfishing, that's your love, passion to go do so. But there's always a lull in catfishing where you don't hardly catch nothing, or it takes forever to catch something. and you want to go fishing just to catch fish and release and stuff, go do some carp fishing. Do something different, especially carp fishing. You'll have a fun time. And if you're in an area where there's a lot of carp, like where I'm at, 2 rods, man, go wear you out. I just use corn. There are so many down here. You can easily catch 20 carp an hour or two. They're all small though. Yeah, the ones I catch might be 5 to 10 pounds. I think the biggest one I've ever caught out there was 15 so far. And and they're long and skinny because everybody knows when it comes to carp, the deeper your water is, the wider your carp get. I mean, they get long, but they're stubby. They get long, but that's common carp. Now, if your water's shallow, 2 feet to 4 feet, 3 feet, your fish don't get as wide, but they get long. Dang link is too long, crazy. Just look up carp cage feeder on Amazon 3030. Yeah, just look it up. You'll find it. And I know a lot of people out there, they just use corn and they catch quite a few carp. But this stuff I'm doing, if you do it right, like I do in the video, you can take and pack it up, and it's like a Play-Doh. It's like Play-Doh, and you just push you just take this right here, got the stuff in your hand, you just push it into there, and you just work it around it, just make a little oblong or a little ball or something on there, and there, going on there, you just zip it right out there. I mean, you ain't got to baby it. I mean, you go back and watch my videos, you see me, I'm throwing this thing. And it won't come off there, but when it hits the water, it won't come off. And when it hits the bottom, it starts breaking loose. And when the carp starts hitting it, it just starts breaking it loose more, and then it gets him more agitated, and he tries to get everything he can. And I I told him to take care of my guard dog belt. Yeah, yeah. If they go and buy I wish they'd take that right there and go and buy the amount of fish. If they can do it by most weight, just think if I go out there and if we're there for 5 hours fishing and I catch 40 carp at 5 pounds a piece, what's that? 200 pounds of fish? Yeah, that belt's coming home with Big Daddy. So I asked him, I said, does that include carp or whatever? He said, yes, carp, fish. All right. Creed said, oh, in one spot, I got a lot there on the 1 to 2 pound range with a few 3-pounders super overpopulated. Wow. That sounds to me that something needs to come out of there. Or they'll never get to any size. Not enough food plant lot for them in there to get any size. Because see, a carp and a grass carp, they don't eat the grass. They go there, they suck on it. They take all the algae, any kind of snails or bugs or what they call a poop eye pupil, what do we call that? Anyway, they suck all that off that stuff. Adam did say he was going to nominate me for Bank Angler of the Year. That would be awesome. Yeah, you need to be, man. You've been tearing it up on the bank with some big fish, a lot of them. I'll vote for you. Morning, Miss Chrissy. Little on South Carolina, just snagging fish. Just found this out last week from my dad, who is a guy on Sente. No snagging fish. Wow. Oh, it's like I got a video out where I caught 24 carp in 3 hours on this stuff. I mean, it's just, and I lost several. I lost several during that time. What's she doing? So if I'd have got them all in, I would have had it easy 30 something carp, at least 30. He said makes for unlimited supply catfish bait. Yep, got that right. Yep, he sure does. He'd even double hook it, throw it out there, and flatheads. Cut that joker up big chunks, catch some blues on it, channel cats. Me, I don't use carpet much because I have tried many times. I have never even got bites on it. There, nothing, nothing. And it's like chicken. One year I did real good with chicken breast. I had some old chicken breast, took it out there and put it in different, had 4 different kinds, flavors, regular raw, garlic, orange Kool-Aid. I picked some. I think the best I ever done on it was with black cherry Kool-Aid. I caught more channel cats on that than I did anything, all the rest of it. And, but I caught some nice blues and stuff like that on that chicken, a lot of channel cats. Next year I tried chicken, never got a bite. I never could catch a fish. Yeah, I washed it too, Rusty. Watch what? Got me, I'm lost on that one. The carp bake deal. Said making chili beans for dinner. Let's go. Man, I made some good vegetable soup last night with cornbread. Oh, it was delicious. Trying to let the weather out there drop some of this grass a little bit. Then I gotta go mow the yard. I gotta go get some gas and mow the yard. Making chili beans for dinner. Man, chili sounds good. That lake has some big blues and flatheads. The channels are so small that it was featured in a fisherman's magazine, ready to catch them over 12 inches. Wow. You know, I've noticed that if you get fishing at a place where there's a lot of blues, your channel cats are small, like there's not enough food for them there. And because I've always heard that blues constantly feed, they never stop. I mean, they're constantly looking for food, which I imagine channel cats are too. But I've heard people say their channel cats are small due to the blue population. Now, I don't know. I know over Mississippi River used to catch a bunch of channel cats. Now you can't. I mean, like that where I was fishing Monday, I caught that one. And that's the only channel cat I've caught this year out of that river this year. I think. I'm thinking it is. Yeah, I think it's the only channel cat I caught. I don't want to do that, but I think it is. The rest of them been flatheads and blues. Uh, this year, I won't lie, it's been a good year of fishing with me, man. I went fishing with some great people this year. Uh, I had a good time, caught plenty of fish, both places I went to. Uh, went down there with J Dog, fished with him, man, had a blast, caught several fish up there, had the trifecta going until I went to pick up that channel cat. I got him up out of the water, so I'm counting. I got him out of the water and then he come off. I didn't have to hook him. I got quick release, but got my PB flathead up there, caught 2 flatheads up there, as a matter of fact. And then went to Lake the Ozarks, caught fish every single day, caught quite a few fish up there, a bunch of them. Come back down here to the Mississippi River and while doing the carp fishing, had not been skunked down there doing any carp fishing. Anytime I went down for carp fish, I'd catch fish. I'd channel cat fished out of that ditch. At least caught one. And had a little river down there. And then I went to Mississippi River and I think I've been skunked twice on the river so far. 3 times. 3 times. No, wait a minute. I did that one night, 4 times on the river. I did 2 night shows and 2 daytime shows. And I got skunked on them. But the rest of the time I've caught fish, man. Caught some good ones. Blues will eat anything if they're hungry, even their own kind. Yeah, I heard that same thing. Weird, ain't it? Some people use channel cats as flathead bait. Not legal in Texas, though. Most of the channel cats around here are all stunted. I remember last time I caught one with 3 pounds. Wow. You know, Outdoors with Big Matt, he lives down there in Texas. He goes channel cat fishing sometimes. He catches good channel cats down there. He lives in Texas. Uh, I guess it's just like anywhere else, it's where you go. But I don't ever see myself ever. Well, we can't use channel cat as fish bait anyway. I mean, we can use skipjack, shad, gizzard shad, I think carp, uh, buffalo, I think buffalo, and bluegill. And as far as a panfish, we gonna use bluegill, and it can't be over, I think, 4.5 inches long, 5 inch, somewhere one of those two. Somewhere, I think I can't remember. I want to say he's either south or southeast of Houston, or something like that. I don't remember. I have to ask him. I ain't seen my brother Matt in a while. There's some little river deal that runs down through there. He goes down there. He catches. I've seen him. I had held a tournament one time, and he was in it. He went up against Uncle Don. He lost there at the last minute, but he was catching. He caught some fish. After the live's over and this thing airs up on the deal, I'll go back, Creed, and I'll give you a wrench. And I can't do it. I'm on my phone right now, but I will give you a wrench. There's a couple more that I need to give wrenches to. I'll give wrenches to people as long as they behave and everything. So that way, if they want to look up somebody, all they got to do is click on them, and if they like what they see, they can subscribe. Hey, there's retired Rick. He said, "Good morning, brother Rustic. What's going on, Rick?" He said, "Good morning, everyone in chat." Yeah, we and they're talking about what kind of hooks we like and all that stuff like that. Carp bait, mostly carp for the last 20 minutes. So he's good away from me. I'm in West Texas. The rivers seem to have bigger ones around here. The lakes are mostly overstocked. Well, he might be on the west side. He's on the side where the coast is, somewhere over there. He ain't too far from that. I'd have to ask him again. All I know is that I got it pinpointed on my map. I can go on the map, look, not right now, but he's like 11 hours from me. I'm in southeast Missouri, right in the Boot Hill. He's 11 hours from me. And I'd have to drive like towards the coast to get to that part of Texas. So I might have it on the wrong side. I think he's on the east side. Which would be like southeast side for me, and it'd be northeast for him, somewhere in there. My crazy dog, my crazy dog, my crazy, crazy, crazy dog. He says, "Morning, Rick, my road dog." Yeah, if we talk about the lull and the catfish, when the catfish ain't biting real good, go do some carp fishing. If you just want to do some fishing, have some good fighting fun, do some carp fishing, man. I'm currently trying to catch 20-pound blue or flathead. What are your bait recommendations? I like skipjack, but I haven't done on the Mississippi River. I haven't done that well with skipjack this year. But I've been doing real good with cut bluegill and live bluegill. If you know there's a place over there where there's good big flatheads, throw live bluegill. Yeah, that's what I figured. They eat the small they eat the small channel cats, and the other channel cats ain't stand a chance to get big enough for anything. Places like that. It's like down River Boys is fishing a spot up there where he showed me a sign that says if you catch a blue cat, do take it out, do not release it back in the water. It's like up there at Potomac River. When they catch a blue cat there, they're supposed to take that fish out of the water, but they release it back into the water. but they're supposed to take them out because they're an invasive species. They don't want them there anymore. So they said, hey, if you catch one, take it out. Don't put it back in the water. But they release it back into the water. And all that's going to do is sooner or later, they're smaller fish. There ain't going to be none there for them. And then what your blue's going to eat? There's a lot of blues in the Potomac now. A lot of them. I guess in certain places, like any place else. There'll be certain places fish will be loaded. Other places you won't catch nothing. Blue catcher put her, oh, they hesitated before putting blues in our lake. But when he had done it and the channel catcher gone. So that's why they ain't putting no blues in our lake up here, up at Pop Bluff and Wapello. It's because it's an excellent crappie fishing lake, and they're afraid if they put blues in there, it will destroy the crappie population. So I mean, they got some flatheads in there, and I've seen some big 40, 50 pounders come out of there. And but that's far few in between. But they do have channel cats, and I've caught a bunch of channel cats up there. All right, I appreciate it. My current PB is 13.8 blue cat, and I caught it on a crankbait. Heck yeah, boy, but that was a bite. I've caught catfish on crankbaits, flatheads, channels, and never caught a blue on one, but I've caught channel cats and flatheads on crankbaits, on spinnerbaits. All I can say is just keep throwing. You never know till you throw. Just keep throwing. I mean, eventually you'll catch them. Look at me. I'm only at 22.5 pounds on a blue. And I don't go fishing that often. But when I do, I try. That's all I can do is try. You might fish that spot once or twice and not catch nothing and think that third time, well, I ain't gonna fish that spot anymore. I ain't no fish there. And I'll go give it one more shot, and you might catch nothing but blue after blue after blue after blue after blue. You never know. I mean, I have fish spots where I ain't catch nothing 2 or 3 times, and then just go back in and just. I caught 16 in one day, and I think it was 4 or 5. I think it's 5 hours, and I had plans on staying all day, but I couldn't. But they range from 5-pound channel cat. That's the only channel cat I caught that day. And then I caught I think it was a 10-pound blue, and it just went all the way up to 25.5 pounds in between there. A lot of 20s. And I caught 16 of them. Went back there the next day to try to shoot some more video footage because I'm catching a release. I couldn't even buy a fish the next day using the same baits, same tactics, same hookups and everything. And I couldn't even buy a fish that day. The next day, it's like poof, they were not there no more. They're gone. I just thought it was neat the day before. It's like every fish I caught got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like they just kept coming through there, chasing them shad. But the next day, the shad, you couldn't hardly find a shad. I guess that's why they always say, follow the shad. You follow the bait fish, you'll find the fish. And I have seen from J Dog, Roger Muskrat Adventures, Mark Catfish Crappie, and several others in YouTube in the fishing community. They show their sonars and stuff, and you can see the shad, the bait ball, and below it you can see big fish. And they said that's catfish down there just hanging out with them. So that's been proven many times. You follow that bait fish, because I do up there on Wapello. When I start seeing, if I'm catching a mediocre crappie every now and then, and I see shad breaking the water, I go over there and I slowly just fall behind them shad. And I start picking up bigger and better crappie. So it's a proven fact. Is that right, Abby? Right? Is that right? Tell me. Well, speak to me. You gonna speak to me? Speak to me. Well, tell me. Can't get your tongue? No, quit showing me your tongue. I know you got your tongue. I was just a figure of speech. Hey, don't you jump on me. Don't you bother me. You got the long claws. Yep. I have caught 28-inch striper put the skipjack on the line, I throwed it out there. It didn't even have a chance to hit the bottom of the line. Took off sideways. It was a 28-inch striper. I have caught that's the only bass I ever caught catfishing. No, I caught a smallmouth. I mean, a largemouth one time. It was a small one, and it was on a piece of gizzard shad. Yeah, good dogs getting cookies. But I've caught plenty of catfish while bass fishing. White perch, man, we don't even have perch here. These farmers down in this area down here, we used to have perch all over the place in these ditches and stuff. Good eating perch, but over the years, the cotton choppers kind of went the way south or whatever, just gone. And then farmers started spraying chemicals, planes, and all the chemicals run off in the waters, and the perch has just disappeared. I have not seen or heard of anybody catching a perch in this area, this part of Missouri, since I was a teenager. That's sad too, because that perch was good eating. We had white perch, we had the green perch with the stripes. Man, that was some good eating stuff, man. I remember me and Mom going down there, and my middle brother, she'd take us down there, and we'd fish out this little ditch with worms, man, and we'd catch the heck out of some perch down. It was good eating, Abby. Yes, you would. But folks, I hate to cut this off, but I have got to get her outside. I've used the bathroom. Then I got to run to town. I got to get gas. I seem to catch bass every time I fish for catfish. And one of my local lakes where I see to catch a bass with targeting. I hear people saying all the time they're catching bass or cut shad. Mosquito spray killed all the here. Wow. For the rest of the creek, I just hooked up your channel. Awesome, Rat Rod. But I am most definitely gonna have to get out of here. Like I said, I got to go get gas in the old fishing van, and then I've got to get some gas for the lawnmower. Then I got to come back, get the weed eater out, fill it up, fill the mower up, and then I got to go run over here and cut this guy's yard because he wants it cut. And I'll probably get over and it's probably too wet. And I'll tell him, hey, to rut your yard up. I can't do it. Yeah, Creed, you can come in here anytime you want, man, or Bugman 22. There's a lot of people in here that catfish and fish for a living. And like me, that's what I do. I fish for a living. And there's a lot of them in here, and they catch some good fish, and they'll give you some tips. All you got to do is ask. But that being said, tails up, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate y'all for coming in. And we will see you tomorrow morning on Bugman's channel. Peace out.
Appreciation Society. And that's entertainment. Appreciation Society.